picked a bad moment to start the stream. It's just Max yelling and noise blaring.
Oh,
have you guys sorted your volume?
Yeah, I would turn it down to like basically nothing.
Yeah.
And then it's just about right.
Oh no, fight. Oh no.
Oh wait, let me put my camera on.
I want chalk.
Yeah, I'll put my webcam on as well.
Can we get a quick recap of what the hell
Camera's
happened like 4 months ago?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Oh, you're on the squid. How's that? Bring the little
on the squid.
Mr. Squiddy. Yeah, that's where the webcam sits. It's on the squid's head.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, they look good.
No.
I might forget that of them.
Right. We ready?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Wait, actually, let me get my Word document up, so if anything happens, I can type shit.
Angel and Lulan, I need your constitution.
Why?
Need it.
It's 9.
Okay.
Mine's 11.
Didn't even take 1 damage when we were running from the boys and lady, screamy lady.
Alright, well that actually brings us on to our next point. Previously. The adventures of... Previously on Lost. The adventures of Angel and Reiner, we'll start there. Angel and was back in Middengard, chilling out at the Tower of the Robins, catching up with Tink, when a mysterious stranger arrived, who was none other than our fellow adventurer Reiner Windblade. Reiner arrived alongside Miranda.
Oh, Miranda.
Yeah.
Miranda. And the two of them basically explained to Angel what happened to Lazarus. Angel had just been torturing a captive to receive information regarding the imminent attack on Middengard. He received important information, such as the attack was going to be on Middengard, and that there was a army gathering. Sorry, is that my phone doing that?
That's Max's phone.
Sorry.
There was an army gathering on the southern coast of the northern continent, and so once more Angel set off to sea. This time with Reiner aboard the. Do you remember what the ship was called?
What, our ship?
Yeah.
No idea.
I'll call it the Rising Storm. Aboard the Rising Storm, captained by Tamaway and her small crew, you successfully navigated the seas and used a cloaking spell provided by Aaron Oakhart.
What is your name?
You're an Oakhart boy! Say it louder!
Successfully making your way to the southern shore, you found a suspicious ship. It was none other than a Middengard ship, or a Midland ship even, with a sigil that you couldn't quite tell, but nonetheless you snuck aboard and discovered some corruption afoot, some tomfoolery.
I thought we did find out what the symbol was.
Yeah, I'm doing it in
Sorry. Shut up.
canon law. And so you snuck aboard and saw that there was a captain's quarters where a Midland lord was turning his cloak to the forces of chaos. There were various generals there, a very large, fat, stretchy skin, pale, square-headed monstrosity with large teeth that was just chewing on the limbs of children. There was some hairy beast with antlers, with all this moss in its antlers. It was very tall and lanky. There was a soldier, a very similar to Harkonnen, but his replacement, this big bald guy with one giant horn in this huge suit of blackened armor with fur. There was a mirror placed there for all these people around the table. There was obviously the traitor, who was the former lord of Lake Town. There was
Lord Philip Isler.
Is that his name?
Apparently. That's his
Oh,
name.
nice. Yeah, Philip Isler, the traitor of Lake Town. And then there was the sister of the former Queen of Chaos that was in the Ancien throne room.
Oh shit.
Yeah. She was the one that you stabbed through the gut in your escape.
Okay, she's the one who can fly.
Yeah, the demoness.
I'm gonna write that down. Queen's sister.
Yeah, because she was like, I want revenge for my sister.
Okay, that would be a big hint.
And then, so what's happened is they snuck aboard, and after some close calls and some whoopsie daisies,
fun time in the bathroom.
Hijinks.
Yeah, they managed to set a fuse and the gunpowder on one side of the ship. They then exited, left, I think it was Angel's earring, so that they could listen into the conversation. They then re-embarked on the rising storm and set sail, blowing up the ship, so actually saving Midgard from the traitors' ranks rising up in the middle of combat. So this ship was going to be at dock and be prepared to fire on all other ships that belong to Midgard, thus disabling their naval fleet at the time of the attack.
You forgot one person who also showed up on the ship very briefly.
Yes, Anarian himself appeared through the mirror.
Sorry, be right back.
He disappeared just as the captain's quarters were caught engulfed in a giant ball of fire and explosion.
Can I ask that classic question of what would have happened? Because we nearly blew it up while Anarian was still on. Would we have all died?
No. Anarian just would have disappeared.
Okay.
He would have teleported out. Because he was there with the mirror projection, basically.
Okay.
So you're absolutely certain Philip Eisner is dead, as well as all his crew. You saw the Chaos General, the big horned guy, whose name I can't remember.
All I have is Troll Antlers. That's the only way. And there's also Squarehead.
Yeah, Squarehead, you don't know what happened to him. The Chaos General kind of appeared, and he was on fire and didn't seem too bothered by it. He just stared at you, gave you evils as you swam away or sailed away. The troll dived in and tried to swim after you, and the demoness, who we will call.
Oh, I might be missing someone. So there's
Sakura.
The troll. Is Troll and Antlers two different people?
No, they're the same.
Oh, there's Troll. There's Squarehead. There's
General.
Yeah, General I might be missing. What's he like?
He's the one with the giant horn. He's bald with a big bushy beard, covered in armor and fur, fur cloak.
I didn't have him. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, so she attempted to fly after you. Angel struck her with his ult because she was summoning a kraken. Angel struck her with his ult, thus boosting her full static, allowing him to teleport freely to her. Where he managed to catch her in one arm with his sword, but he didn't go all the way through. And then he lightning bolted her with his Chidori, his lightning blade, straight into her stomach. But she kicked him off as Reiner fired a rope arrow before the Kraken could engulf Angel, Oni, and all the boys on the ship. Basically, quickly pulled them back as the wind mages fired into the sails. A giant portal came from nowhere and rescued you guys, sucking you in through the ship and a bunch of fish and water.
And we think that it was Aldari who did it. Because
Aldari.
Because in the meeting, Anarian said that he was still looking for her, if I'm correct.
There's one Aldari left, yeah.
And she's very good at disguising herself in plain sight, and she must have been in the area, or she can watch from afar if she can start a portal from where we were.
Interesting, very interesting.
Tom away.
Sorry, what?
It's not Tom aware, unless it is.
Tomo's not a mage. Oh, you mean disguised? Right. I thought you meant did the portal.
What if she's...
But it's interesting you should say that, because on the other side of the world, at the exact same moment, Lulan was undergoing a metamorphosis, guided by her people, at a shrine and temple of her kind. They were hidden away from the rampant abuse of humanity.
What?
A metamorphosis. Like a cocoon, turning into a butterfly. Yeah. Unfortunately, in order to do that, her power, to bring her power forward, they had to open a part of the moon veil, which is the kind of shield between your world and the world of chaos. Unfortunately, but of course, no one could have predicted that the exact moment they were doing that, all the way in Northgard, Mortarion was doing the exact same thing, and thus the Moonveil has been damaged, and chaos is flowing freely into the world. Rescuing Lulan at the exact moment of her indeed need, came a portal that sucked not only Lulan through it, but Scribbles and Scribbles' teacher.
Oh.
A purple portal similar to you guys appeared and pulled them through to the exact same docks where you guys are, which is the docks of Northgard.
God,
and for reference,
Charlie, shouldn't we?
yeah, but for reference, Scribbles' teacher is this really tall. You're gonna guess he's an elf, but he's covered head to toe in bandages. His skin is badly burned and scarred. In fact, he doesn't even really have eyelids. He's just covered in bandages and like a long black cloak. And what's his name? Virgil.
Virgil, that's a bad name.
That's a very bad name.
Why? What's Virgil?
He should be called Doodles.
Virgil's an angel that came to Earth in the Bible. I think Virgil's the all-watching.
I don't know. Any Virgils in the chat?
Any Virgils?
We've got 0 viewers.
Nice. He's also Rome's greatest poet. So maybe that's where I'm getting confused. Anyway, so you're now at the docks of Northgard, confused, slightly damp, and surrounded by Reichland soldiers. They are these Viking warriors. They were like having their tea. They weren't having their tea. They're under attack. They were they were defending their ships when suddenly this small but sturdy ship appeared from the sky, smashing into a couple of their longships, splintering it into fragments. The crew of the Rising Storm jolting forwards, landing daintily and carefully on the dock or on their ship. Maybe only with a big wet prop. The large man falls into the ocean and quickly pulls himself out. But behind you, above you, suddenly this current of water smashes through. They turn, their shields and swords drawn, their axes. They spin on the spot like, where the fuck are these guys come from? When at the exact same moment, another portal, sand and hot air juts through, melting the snow on these docks instantly as 3 figures walk through. A lanky purple girl, a tall man covered in bandages, and a halfling with a cloak. Oh, and Timmy. 4 people come through. They spin on the spot again, this time to the hot air, the wet, and like there's a fish that just flies by, maybe like a dolphin just as it slams into the docks and slides back into the ocean. They're confused, the fiery purple smoke disappears, and all the portals suddenly are sucked closed with like a... They're startled, they don't know where to turn, and from a distance, Angel and Reiner, you instantly and easily spot Lulan. Lulan, you on the other hand, you turn and you kind of see a bunch of faces like looking at you from across the dock on a ship that is completely different from all the long ships.
How big is this ship that we're on?
It can fit 30 people comfortably, so it's not quite the same style as like a Viking longship, but it's kind of the similar size, I guess. Except the ship you're on has multiple decks, whereas a longship only has the one. So you got 3 decks on yours.
I'm going to keel over and have a panic attack because I nearly got eaten by a kraken.
Can I kick him?
Master, you're okay. Out comes from your satchel.
I'm pretty sure I left him.
Oh, did you leave Nubbins?
I think I left him back at base.
Oh, okay, fine.
Because on the ship he did that thing that first time when he was really loud and started screaming.
Oh,
so I had to leave
stabbing someone with a butter knife in their neck.
No, before that.
As you're having a panic attack, Tom away, and like the 2 archers on their ship immediately notch their arrows, and like they're aiming at the Reichlanders, who are still kind of perplexed and confused.
I'm gonna go. No, I think they're good. I think you're good.
Can I kick him?
Whose lord do you... Or this big ginger bearded bushy man walks over and he's got like this ginger locks and he stands maybe a foot taller than all the others. He's like near 7 foot behemoth of a man covered in bear fur and cloaks and like you know, a dead sheep with like dead ram on one shoulder of its horns. And he walks over, he's like, "What lord do you serve?"
Let me check my notes, sir. Henry.
Henry? What country you air from?
Ansia.
They're like... He turns and looks at this man and goes, by the way, behind them is this huge city. I forgot to describe what the city look like. It's massive, metropolis city, which was formerly the elf capital. It's now in ruin, like half the towers are destroyed, some of the wall is crumbling. The dock is probably the most well-kept bit, which is what they've been repairing. The gates of the dock are currently barred closed from their side. You can hear gunshots and cannon fire and lightning and all this kind of magic from inside the walls. But the main thing that draws your eye is the giant pillar of smoke that is just like kind of like a tornado all the way to the sky. And the sky above you now is splintering and shattering. And this like red ocean is above the clouds and it stares down at you. This massive red sun and red moon. And like the sky itself almost cracks like a puzzle piece. There's green flames going up towards the sky, a white light and a black light, and you guys will recognize it that the book of the Grimoire of Destruction has been opened.
Where's Freya? She must have... we didn't give her the book, did we?
Another thing that you'll remember is from your overhearing the meeting is that Mortarion, it looks like Mortarion will have killed Freya by the end of tonight.
Who's Mortarion again, sorry?
He is the Necromancer Lord, and he is a elf former Swan Knight, so served on the same elite force as Freya's parents.
Oh. Didn't he betray them?
Well, that's what they think. They don't know that for certain.
I mean, it doesn't seem like a very nice guy.
No.
Okay. Former Swan Knight officer. Okay, cool. Well, I guess I'm having a panic attack. I'll let you guys do so.
Where am I?
You're on the other. So there's 2 jetties that come from like the dock side. The Rising Storm is parked at one of them. Has crashed on one of them, and you guys are on the other one. So there's a small body of water between the 2 of you, and then there's like 30 of these soldiers forming a shield wall at the end of the jetty.
Right.
I'm gonna talk into the earring and be like, I don't suppose it's Reiner?
How did you know?
Look, when things fuck up, it's Reiner.
Thanks.
That's a bold statement coming from someone who broke the moon veil. Not that I know that.
And also
Dropped the tower on a bunch of innocent dwarves.
basically killed Dravik as well. But let's just not go there.
I guess.
Yeah, who is this guy?
You purple lass! Explain yourselves. What magic was this?
Who do you serve?
These are my men. We are the most southern island of Reichland. We are the land of Swan Lake. So it'll be on a different map, but Reichland split up into multiple islands. This is the most southern and probably the most used to trade. We don't want to be part of this battle anymore. Mortarion lied to our king and brought us here. Our king is most likely dead for all we know, and I just want to get my boys home. Behind that gate, monstrosities have risen from the ground and are tearing foe and friend alike apart.
Well,
Fight, I guess.
Yeah, best we'll be on our way to fight them then.
You're mad.
Pussy.
Yeah.
Do you serve the Who's the king of Midland? I was just searching through.
No. He doesn't serve Victor Trost. He serves. Yeah, he serves the Reichland king, who you don't know.
Okay.
Can I just start walking past him? Because I want to go towards the gate and look above the gate, try and see what's going on.
We're on our own ship, though. I think.
Yeah, but I want to.
Yeah, you're.
I want to see what's going on past the other side of the gate.
The soldiers kind of part, and Tomoe's just slowly lower their arrows, but you notice they keep the arrows notched still. As this. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna. How far away am I from him?
He's on the dock with the Rising Storm, the jetty with the Rising Storm. So you'd have to go past his men, jump over the water.
No, I'm gonna start walking towards them.
He
and
lowers
scribbles along with me.
He lowers his axe and rests his hands on it. My boys were just loading up our ships. You'll do well to escape from here.
We want to know what's going on first.
I'll tell you what's going on, lad. We were brought here by our king. He was persuaded by this elf lord Mortarion that this city was ripe for the taking. Our king has always had grander dreams, and Reichland is a failing city, a failing country. We have very little in the way of trade, and what we do trade is taken advantage from. We pirate now and again, aye, but we must do what we can to feed our women and children. However, our king was persuaded to raise an army and come here to defend this Mortarion. Whilst these group of black dogs, all the men go and spit. These mercenaries turn their cloak on their own homeland, Midland. And they've been capturing women and raiding Northgard for so long the Lord there came for us. And we fought a good fight, lad, at least a good fight. And I'd be fighting you right now if that smoky column, he points, hadn't risen from the ground and brought all manner of horror with it. My boys were here to fight men, elves and dwarfs, not to fight the dead.
But you were helping... I'm going to stand up. You were helping Mortarion, right? And the fabled necromancer.
Against our will, and we didn't know he was a necromancer until too late. Our king commanded us. I have no interest in the remaining or serving said king, even if he still lives.
Well, you do realize if you let this get out of hand, it's just going to come and kill all your women and children. I mean, we've basically seen it with our own eyes. You got to help us now.
He looks at his men. Roll a charisma, so roll a d20 for me, Angel.
I think fuck you said it, not me.
Oh, a natural 20.
He turns and his men are like, you hear mumbling in the background, and he turns back and he's like, "You've seen this before, lad."
So I was just triple checking. That is a 20 on this dice. It's the okay. Good. Yes, we've seen this before. You're looking. I'm going to actually start. It's going to fill me up with some confidence. Actually, in fact, you're looking at the legendary Angel Fernandez, the man who closed the book once before and saved the universe. And hey, it looks like fate brought me here to do it again. But I can't do it alone. I've got Oni, and I've got what looks like a bunch of tough, rough sons of bitches who's gonna take us out there and save the day.
Tom Way and her crew yeah, fuck yeah, and really happy about it. Fudge is in.
Fudge is inspired.
Yeah, and he turns and he's like, he offers you this giant, meaty, sweaty hand.
Am I by them now?
Yeah, you guys are all kind of gathered at the end of the jetty, I'm assuming.
I want to kind of saddle up behind Reiner and Angel, towering over them a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I want to look at him, and I'm gonna also, I don't know, I guess it would be intimidation, because that's better than my charisma.
Oh, yeah.
But I would say, failing that, we have the right hand, I don't know, voice or whatever of our king in Ansia. He is in our debt, and if you wish to trade in this world, then we can put in a very, very good word, if not at least a safe haven.
He gestures his hand again. He's like, "You have my men at your command."
Am I wearing my gloves?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give him a big ol' handshake.
His hand is like almost consumes yours. It's so muscular. His biceps bulge. Sweat drips along the top of his bicep and the bottom of his tricep as he almost rips your arm off from shaking it. And then he's like, "Good lad. And after this battle, we drink on it." And the men are like, "Yeah, yeah." And they're turning their blades. They start walking over to the gate. Tomway's crew disembark. And Tomway catches up with you guys. What's the plan then? Fight our way to the capital? Fight our way to the citadel?
Well, what's the fastest way to that pillar?
I've got no idea. I've never been here before.
Guys, group up.
Can I look towards the guy that was here?
I wanna butt in, and Lula's just gonna be like, "Fuck's sake!" And then I just kind of want to like mush Rhino and Angel in a hug.
Oh.
Can I just give you a really dirty look?
She's gonna backhand you, like whack you back of the head.
I'm gonna kick him.
Right in the shin. He falls back into the water.
I grab him before he falls.
After the hug, Scribbles walks up to you guys, and I'll just play his bit. We will. I'm going to do Charlie's voice. No, he goes, I will hold the dogs with Timmy. Between us, we'll be able to summon enough power to stop any dead from making it to the waters and destroying the ships. And Timmy starts like chanting. He looks a bit older. He's got a bit of stubble growing out. His hair is longer, and he's taller. He's like, "Oh, it's so good to see you guys again."
I'm gonna go and feel the whips on his mustache.
He's still very malnourished.
He's like, "Oh, so strong. Your mother's going to be very happy that you're alive."
Can I give him some of the food out my bag or out my pouch?
Scribbles kind of slaps your hand. It's like, no. He eats when he's ready. And Timmy starts this like incantation. Incantation. Thank you, Tom. Where this like golden barrier like appears at the end of the jetty, and it's kind of warm to pass through, and it's almost like glitter floating in the air.
Okay. While he does that, can I grab the other two in a quick huddle? And Tom away. She asked what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, guys, gather. Listen, I know I just did a really rousing speech, but oh my god, that looks fucking crazy over there. Maybe we should just take a moment and think about this. How about we all just take a second to have a look and see how the battle's going? And I want to do a perception check and actually look at what's in front of us.
Please roll your perception.
If I remember correctly, Alex, which I think I do because I feel like I would not have made this shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Hestia was there when I arrived.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I just want to absolutely smother that griffin in love.
Hestia is like lapping your face. She's gotten bigger as well. She's like Doberman size now. She's like jumping up and down, like off her back legs, front legs. The silver started to appear in the tip of her beak now. So the very end of the beak is solid silver. So you can like flick it and it kind of rings and it's very polished and shiny. And she's like jumping up and down.
Does she have a tail?
Yeah, she got a tail.
Okay, that explains my low roll, because while I was trying to perception check, I got a 4, and it's like...
It's like all these feathers in the air, this cat's tail like patting you. From what you can see...
but Rhino should have had a look, because I told him to.
Yeah, can I have a look? Cause...
Yeah, but everyone can roll perception, but I'll explain what you saw
Lulan
first, Angel.
She was too busy...
I'm rolling.
So, Angel, what you can see is a wall jutting out the ground before you.
14.
The wall has a gatehouse at the top. What was yours? Sorry, 14. 7. Oh. What's your perception?
14.
Rhino?
My perception, I believe it's 9.
Yeah, so 14's fine.
9. Yeah.
So what you can see is a giant wall. There is a gatehouse. The gatehouse has taken some damage. Part of it is on fire. There are no stairs leading up to the gatehouse from this side of the wall, but there are plenty of barrels pressed up against the wall with all the supplies of the Reitland soldiers. There is some... Sorry. There is some siege ladders as well.
Okay, where's the book? Or where's the tower? We'll put there in terms of that.
So, climb the
basically,
wall.
what I want to do is I want to figure
climb
out...
the wall.
Okay, I'll climb the wall.
So using the ladders, the Reichlanders actually help you and like holding the end or the base of it as you climb, and then stretching out before you. If you go into the map section now, you can actually see the map. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep.
Stretching out before you is the city itself. So you guys are at the Markov docks. There's the gatehouse. Most of the city is just rubble. Some buildings still remain. Very overgrown, mossy. Like this red swamp water is kind of in the fountains. But directly to your southwest is the citadel. So the very northeast of the map. It has its own wall around it, and the shortest way you can see would be dashing through the Traders Guild area to the Markev Keep.
Okay, and enemies wise, I'm guessing whether they're fighting monsters at this point.
So, in terms of what you can see now, loads of roofs are still intact. That actually would probably get you half the way there if you could run along the rooftops. But the city itself is just pure chaos and manicness right now. So looking down, you actually see a horde of dead on the other side of the gate, like just slapping their hands on it. There must be hundreds. They're just slapping their wet, meaty hands, and they're kind of climbing on top of each other. We're not talking the slow shuffling dead. We're talking 28 days later, sprinting, angry dead. Some of them are dwarfs, some are elves, but most are men. The city is full of them. You see giant fireballs from magic attacks happening every so often. You see cannons firing, lots of musket fire. Quite a lot of people have taken to the rooftops and they're like firing down. In fact, across the closest roof to you is a bunch of men in these big furry black coats firing gunpowder into a horde of undead that are trying to climb up their ruins. The dead don't seem that smart. But there is like big behemoth dead that seems to be like conjoined twins almost and mangled mutations of zombies.
Everybody else thinking a critical horror moment.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it. But across when the black smoke it's coming from the very center of the citadel, and there seems to be relatively little fire happening there, other than the giant green swirl of flame that is going up through the smoke.
It definitely looks exactly like the time the book opened.
Yes, mixed in with some other things, like a column of white light and a green swirl of fire.
Okay.
Right, so obviously the
the
thing that we need to concern ourselves with is shutting the book.
There's two things we have to concern ourselves with. Three things. First things first. Lumen, it's so good to see you again. My gosh, you're alive. Happy days. Okay, that's
Sweet angel up in a hug.
Oh, yeah, this is how you embrace people, Rainer. And then I'm going to go, okay, that's point one, done. Point two, Lulen, we learned that Maltarian, we learned that he is going to try and kidnap our beloved Freya. And all I can say is, knowing Freya, she's left a pretty good beacon as to where she probably is. So I feel like we're under the clock.
Can I, at that point, just fucking start running towards the citadel? Oh, obviously,
you're on a wall.
Running.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Right. You thinking what I'm thinking? To the tower.
Aim for the bush. Right. So the first rooftop is like a whole floor or two below you, but it is jumpable.
Okay, is there another, like, because obviously I'm quite high in the tower, is there another like high point that I can shoot my arrow to and kind of like use a zip line to get further?
Yeah, I was gonna say, remind you, you've got fucking zip lines.
So the closest one is like a collection of buildings that remain relatively intact. However, there are some soldiers cloaked in black cloaks there.
Right, yeah. Can I go that way?
They're somewhat distracted fighting these zombies trying to attempt to climb the building.
Good.
Roll a dex for me then, right? We're going to do a quick turn order then. Everyone roll a d20 and tell me your orders.
All right.
Oh
can we go back to Tom's conversation? Because obviously it's a new conversation.
20.
I just want to say that's what
I
I'm
need to say one
doing.
thing once that's happened, or a few
Oh,
things.
just give me your numbers first.
I got 20 again, actually. That's
20?
two natural 20s in a row.
I got 20 as well.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
Right.
ladies first.
You got a 7.
Okay, so it goes.
I like that Max, the guy who we need to do something first, is last in the turn.
Leland, Angel.
I can use my turn to finish conversing.
Right. Yeah, finish your conversation because I'm going to get some water anyway.
Shit, I said there was 3 things.
Yeah, what's the third?
Okay. It's probably something important.
Well, let me go to my notes because my session wasn't recorded, but I do have some notes about what's happened. I'm just gonna fill Angel and Reiner in slightly. So, look, guys, not gonna lie. My time away was not good.
I
Was not fun. And if I had a gold piece for every person I have inadvertently put on the throne, and the royalty I've killed, I'd have about 6 gold pieces now.
Which royalty?
So, yeah. Some royalty that aren't from here.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's that. I'm also the only person of my race to be born
Well,
ever in this world, really, since they became until they existed. And also we have a big guy following us who is near impossible to kill.
good or bad? On our team or not?
Bad, very, very bad.
Shit.
The only male of my race.
Oh!
Very, very, very bad.
Oh, yes.
Think,
Oh, dear.
like, out of character. Think, what's his name? Not Rhino. The thing,
Juggernaut.
Magneto at the other
Juggernaut.
half. Huh?
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut, that's it.
Oh crap, Juggernaut's cool.
Think Juggernaut, but purple. And like 20 foot.
And if any of you played Prince of Persia 2,
Oh, it's that. Yeah. Shit. Okay,
Yeah, think him. He's after, me.
I thought of the third point now. If we, there was Uno and then there was Dos, but if we see him, we gotta be out of there without a Trez.
Leland just gives you the side eye, like.
You hear in the background.
Can I roll a Can I do a charisma roll?
Yeah, go for it.
11. And
What's your charisma?
10 with the men and 11 with the women. I wink at the end of it. You can't help but like
He wasn't
it.
talking, it's the earpiece, so I didn't fucking hear it.
I was talking about
okay,
it.
so what's happened if you move then, Reiner?
Oh yeah, no, I left like midway through that conversation.
Where are you now, Reiner?
Reiner can still hear because he has
Hopefully on the rooftop.
Oh, you shot the arrow over.
Oh yeah, I'll shoot the arrow over and go
Right,
over.
okay, well, roll a dex.
What the fuck? Let me put my dice.
Can I
You
still
can't
be
just
filling
have a turn.
everyone in?
11.
Or I'll just lord dump
11.
and draw later.
What's your dex?
14.
Okay, so your arrow whistles over the crowd of zombies below and digs neatly into the rocky surface of the rooftop. There is a straight line down. Yeah? Your arrow's
Well,
made it.
just
The
fucking
group, wait,
heading
hold
over
on.
and go.
Let me just check if they even notice. They don't notice an arrow hit their rooftop, the men defending it.
Okay, I'm just gonna run past them.
I'm going to turn
you-
to... Oh, yeah.
Have you slid over? Hold on. Have you slid over?
Well,
Do,
yeah,
a, do a strength?
okay.
What do you mean you slid over?
Because he fired a
9.
zip line, didn't he?
Yeah,
Nine.
just wax it around and zip on down.
What's your strength?
I believe it is 9.
Well, then you don't. Then you failed. If your strength is 9, you need 11 plus.
What?
It might be 9.
For
It's
what?
9.
Has he tried to just
zip
zip
line.
line willy
Yeah, he's trying to zip
I
line
thought
over
that
to
was
the
just the
rooftop.
shot. He's actually gone ahead and just done it.
Yeah, I'm fucking beelining. Got no time to waste.
As you begin to zip line yourself over, it comes to your attention that you've not fastened the other end, and so your strength check fails as you swing from the rooftop. So here's the wall, and you swing, and you're holding on like George of the Jungle. Your feet just skim above the crowd of zombies, who now turn and start to crawl towards you, and you slam into the side of the building.
Okay, can I use wind kick to propel myself off the building
No,
and
you're
use
near
it like a
2 AP.
turbulent swim.
Your shot swing was 2 AP. You successfully have swung now, but you are at the base of like the tallest of the collection of buildings. The crowd of people on it hear your screams and they begin to be like, "What the fuck?" Luckily, when they look over, there's like a slight lip, but they've spotted the rope that you're attached to, and below you is zombies like scratching at the walls. Their nails are breaking. Their like fingers are snapping backwards. They're like climbing on top of each other as your legs dangle like two.
You allow me to shout up, pull the fucking rope up.
I'll allow you to say that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can I shout that?
Go on.
The Black Dog soldiers begin to pull the rope up, and as you get to the very tip of the surface, you feel a musket pushed between your eyes.
Living, not dead.
Meanwhile, Angel and Lynn.
That's such a good one.
I imagine this where me and Angel are just standing at the top.
Sorry, I just realised, did you let go of the rope and do that?
No,
What? At the top?
he did get pulled
okay.
to the top.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let go of the rope and jump back.
Slides.
Fuck me.
I just imagine this
Please
as
don't
Angel
care.
and Lula just standing at the top of this like wall, watching Rhino run ahead like fuck this. Like
Yeah, classic
da-da-da.
Rhino.
And Angel
Absolute
like
classic.
Angel and Lula are just like talking, and Hestia like going between, and I just like this horde of undead, and we're like, yes, I've seen.
Yeah, I just made a really, really great joke which you appreciated, which distracted us.
Yeah, Lula
that
laughed
is why, yeah.
for the first time.
Rhino not hearing the joke, also because he's a male, he didn't like the joke at all.
Yeah.
He just jumped off the fucking wall straight away.
Oh god.
Um,
So every little thing, every little dice number makes a difference here. Plus,
So
Max
Lula
being
look
insane.
at Angel and be like, look, I have some other things to like fill everyone in. Plus, you have questions that you asked me like a while ago, and I never actually answered.
Yeah, I remember you doing the old disappearing act.
Look, let's not go to that. I've got a whole script written of what I'm gonna say, but I'd rather say it in front of the full group. I'm not gonna repeat myself.
Well, I mean,
So-
look, we've got triceps over here. I'm
We
sure he'd love
do.
to
He's
hear.
very pretty. Anyway,
He's very pretty. Huh?
he looks like Tormund, or whatever his name is from Game of Thrones. Tormund.
I
that's
didn't
it.
realise dwarfs were your type.
He's not a dwarf.
he's 7 foot.
Oh,
He's 7 foot tall. He's
Well,
a
well,
barbarian,
gee.
yeah.
As a
So,
6'6"
I've
woman.
been through a lot. Oh, I see the connection. And look, I was gonna say, triceps here. Thank God he's got those pecs, because you're gonna have to be strong to hold on to that zip. And there's no Rhino there.
Right, Angel, your turn.
I'm gonna do a perception check to see where Rhino is.
Please roll a perception dice for me.
Also, by the way, I'm rewatch. If everyone doesn't know, I'm rewatching all the episodes that you uploaded, Tom, and I've got a document full of like who's killed the most, who's sworn the most in character, who's taken the most damage, and who's perception checked the most in character.
Who's winning?
And
I'll
just to
fucking
read
guess
you
who's taken the
some
most
of the
damage.
stats, as of right now, bearing in mind there are only 6 episodes of season 1, and I'm only on the 2nd episode of season 2. Let me get to it. Who's perception checked the most? Rhino.
Who sworn the most?
Who's drank the most? Rhino.
Who's taken the most damage?
Angel.
Oh.
And
I
then
do-
followed by
That's
Lulan and Rhino and Vultrum. Freya
Oh,
with
wow.
the least.
Yeah.
But also the episode started with her being in like low health, but I didn't know how much she had.
right.
And then who's altered the most? Lulan the most.
Not
And
surprised
then who's fucked up the most, leading to the most consequences? Freya.
then. Oh.
Knew
Who's
it.
started the most fights? Freya.
Yeah.
Who's
Knew
killed
it.
the most? Rhino.
That's fair.
And then who's gotten Lulan and Freya's name mixed up the most? Alex.
Sounds about right.
Closely followed by, Max.
Hard evidence that the Freya theory is true.
Yeah. It's weird that belt didn't go to... I mean, we're still early days on that, right? How many episodes in are you?
I'm 2nd episode into season 2.
Okay, so still early days. There's plenty of Reiner to come.
Just
shine
before
through.
I jump in, did you classify Freya as the reason the onion bar brawl happened in the stat?
Yes. I did.
Upon
I rewatched
rewatch,
it.
she
But-
does, doesn't she?
On rewatch, there's only one death that is indirectly because of someone, and it is Voltrum. It's because Voltrum. It's the barkeep. Timmy's
dad.
It wasn't me that killed him.
And it's Timmy's dad,
Yeah.
and he dies later on. Even though I was going to classify it as Reiner because he tripped over Reiner's thing, but it was Voltrum who started it.
But
Other than that,
blind
no one
him.
else, none of us killed anyone directly.
See?
Because he hits his head on the corner of the
I
bar.
did blind him, to be fair, but Voltrum knocked him over. But Freya started it all, so and it's in the stats, so it's official.
It is in the stats. I have rewatched it. Yeah.
Right, anyway,
I rolled a 4 again, so I've rolled 20, 24, 4.
So what you can see, Angel, is luckily the giant swarm of zombies, and you're on quite a high point, so I'm going to give you an advantage point there anyway. The giant horde of zombies is now like a part of them are peeled off, and they're clambering at something like this shadowy figure that seems to be dangling by a piece of rope on a rooftop that's within throwing distance from where you guys are currently situated. But you also can see that there's a group of soldiers who are undoubtedly the Black Dog mercenaries.
Do I even know who they are?
Yeah, Triceps told you.
Oh, okay. Can I tell it's Reiner?
No.
No. Well, I don't think that was there before. I'm gonna grab Leland. Is that Reiner?
I'm gonna do a perception check. Right.
We
What
roll till we
perception?
get what we want.
Dear God. 5.
Fuck.
Oh, we don't.
I'm gonna be like,
Using
look, knowing Reiner, I'm gonna assume
you can safely
maybe
assume that it's
there's a
Reiner.
building, there's a jump.
You
Why
heard him
not?
scream. You heard him scream. You can definitely safely assume it's Reiner.
Was that a little girl scream? We gotta go! It's Reiner's in trouble!
Tomoe
Has a
climbs the.
flashback to like hearing him when he jumps down from the building and breaks his leg.
Yeah, exactly. Tomoe climbs the ladder behind you guys and her crew, and they look over the city, and she whistles, and she's like, "Oh my, this is going to be a hard one." As
That's
like
what
all her
she
crew
said.
starts to gather. The Triceps down there is like, "Are you ready, man?" And they like start banging their axes and swords on their shields as they begin to dismantle the barricade by the gate. Tomoe's archers take position. They're like, "We'll cover you as you go along the rooftops."
Tomoe, can you shoot a zip line over to that building? Then we can skip
I-
this whole first... Oh, you don't have one.
I don't have a zip line.
Okay, how are we gonna get down from here? What does it look like?
She flicks the whip around your waist, the chain whip.
I've thought of something really boring which would be nice and safe. We pull the ladder up from this side and put it down the other side.
Or you could do that.
Alright, let's do it.
Try that.
Can't you also just teleport with your dagger?
I know, but I gotta get like all 40 of us over, right?
True. I mean, you can only take 2 people because you've upgraded it now, so you can take you and someone else. Very well. Yeah, that was one of your training sessions.
Yay!
Good you remember. This is why those new booklets are going to come in handy. So you can actually. Good thinking. You begin to pull the siege ladder up.
In that case, you guys do that. We have an urgent emergency. Lulan, grab Lulan. Oh, you're not gonna make it, big boy. Small. Is there a smallish?
No, you can only go you and one other.
Oh, okay. Lulan,
Yeah.
let's jump. And I'm gonna try and take her with me off the wall and throw the sword at the building.
Roll
Oh, dear
dex.
God.
Oh fuck! Maybe I should have thrown
And a
it
wisdom,
first.
surely.
No, that was the blade.
Okay, the dex wasn't great. It was 5. But I have a dex of
Why would you
It
do
would
that?
need to be 15, which you don't have.
9. But my throw though.
That was your throw. So as because you kind of jumped before you threw it, it whizzes past and it smashes through a almost destroyed window in the same building that Reiner's attached to, and you crackle and hold on.
How was the jump looking? Just out of interest.
as the two of you, and for the first time ever, Lulan, you're being teleported with Angel's lightning.
Like
it kind of feels like you've got pins and needles all over your body. You appear, you smash into this like copper bathtub, and like this half destroyed bathroom of this former elven house. Like the floorboards are creaking. Actually, some of them snap away from like mold and bugs crawling out. And you can hear above you, musket fire is now stopped, and you hear, "Don't shoot, human!"
I'm just gonna put my hand over like Angel's mouth, like, shh, shut up.
Lulan, it's your turn.
Great. I'm going to pull Angel up and sort of help. I guess we're gonna start making our way to the roof. Do you know what? I'm gonna see if there's even a way to get to the roof. If not, we're gonna have to climb out the window.
No, the staircase still remains. It's somewhat broken. Probably they've broken it recently. But you can definitely make it with a hop and a jump. A very easy one that you don't have to roll for.
Okay, but can I do it without them knowing?
You're gonna have to roll for that.
Okay.
So roll a dex for me.
Where did that go? Yeah, that was a fail. That was 3.
You create. Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna roll to see if they even notice. They don't. You make a loud bang as you jump from one side of the staircase to the other, but they can't hear you over
the zombies.
Yeah, the kerfuffle outside.
Lovely.
You got one more action.
And then where do I pop up outside of them? Do they see me? Do I see them?
No. I mean, they're still up floor above you.
Have I dragged Angel with me?
No, you can't do that. I'm afraid he's not incapacitated.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of like grab my sort of not newest daggers, but like my newer ones, and sort of inch my way up again.
So a description to Angel: you can see these blades. They're like almost like her hands go into the blades themselves. So they kind of form like this part is a blade, all the way up, and they're curved and thick. Like two kind of wings of a bird almost. Very sharp, but this side is like the side facing Lunan is blunt and thick. They look like even if they didn't cut you, they would smack you about a bit.
I'm going to be slightly disheartened and sort of feel my katana. Like, I wanted to.
Didn't you try and get it off?
Yeah.
God, what's his name?
Just go. Whoosh, I am katanas.
What was his name? That's in my old notebook. No. Red had 6 tantos. Uchi, that was it. Uchi.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Lynn, you got one more AP.
I thought me jumping and then walking up was 2.
You jumping? I just counted you jumping as 1.
Right. Am I now there? Can I see them now?
So you peer through a door and you can see that they've pulled Reiner up and they're all pointing muskets at him.
Great.
There's 6 of them. They're currently to you. 2 have muskets to like either side of Reiner's head, and he's kind of got his hands up. 1 strutting around a bit like a peacock. He's got a pistol on his hip and a rapier on his other hip. He has this fine moustache. He's a bald man with a big moustache. You can hear him. Explain yourself, peasant, as he flicks Reiner on the nose.
Is it possible for me to get behind this guy and have a knife at his throat?
In one action? Yeah. Go on. We'll roll a dex first of all.
Okay, right, I'm only gonna dex that. Right. What do I need?
Can I explain myself?
What?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a floor throw. What does the floor throw say?
Well, I'm alive. I'm not dead. So that surely makes us allies.
Attempting to sneak up on my men, were you, during the chaos?
Just about. I got a 9, and my dex is 11.
He's suddenly pulled back. These men, like 2 of the men, spin around, and he's like, "What? Everyone, let's calm the situation down." The horde below, you can hear them groaning still.
Yeah, can we keep shooting them though, please?
Angel, is there anything you wanted to do in particular, or do you want to appear here now?
I was just going to follow.
Cool. So Angel then, like, kind of limping, emerges from the door behind.
I do the American Office thing.
Yeah, Rhino, you're still on your knees, but it is your turn, Rhino.
Can we move past this? Can we go?
I see. You are in fact alive, but I must ask all of you: have any of you been bitten?
We've
only just got here.
Got here? How? This madness has been happening for hours now.
If we try to explain, you're just not
no
gonna believe
time
us.
for that. We need to stop that.
You see one of the men picking the nose of the barrel of a pistol.
Look, you guys look like fine, respectable gentlemen, and most
That's
importantly,
not quite what we've been discussed as before.
Oh well, I'm sorry to hear that, but maybe. Well, to be honest, we're not exactly the most distinguished gang ourselves. And if you look that way, you'll see we have a bunch of reinforcements heading this way. And
Suddenly, this ladder goes boom on the side, and like tiles start sliding down. As Tomaway's like, grab the other end, she's yelling.
I'm gonna go. So we're gonna bring in more alive people to kill the dead people. So your choice is basically: do you want to help us kill the dead people and live yourself, or do you want to die?
We would have been. He looks at you. Angel Fernandez.
He has a knife to his throat.
Hello, vague stranger who I may have made a positive impression on in the past.
This is interesting that fate should weave such a wicked tale that we would meet in such a manner.
What have I stolen from you?
You may not know me. He places one hand at the end of his rapier. But I am supposed to be the finest swordsman in Midland. I have heard you have gained quite the infamy as a fine swordsman yourself.
I see. You want to mess with machismo. It's not the time.
Very well. My men will assist you in your rooftop adventures on one condition. At the end of this battle, we go toe to toe. Last man standing.
Sounds good to me. If you don't value your life.
I think you'll find that I am the victor.
Well,
This
pleasure
is
to
my
meet you, Victor.
tale. But no, that's not my name. What?
Grab the ladder!
The men, they help you up to their feet, Reiner, and what the dumb one dusts you off. And he goes and helps like hold the ladder. Uchi is the first over.
Can I slightly just like take his pistol and just like unload it and then give it back to him?
He looks at you and he's just like. Uchi's the first over, and for an old man of like 60, he's unbelievably nimble as he jumps from peg to peg. Then it's Tom away, and the rest of the crew safe for Oni. He's on the other end holding the ladder. Virgil comes across next, and he stands at the middle of the ladder, and you see him like do some hand signals, and he kind of places his hands down towards the crowd of zombies, and you begin to watch them like twitch and like bubble, and their flesh begins to pop.
Ooh.
As green flame rips through both his hands and engulfs the massive crowd of zombies below you.
What colour?
Green fire. At that door, at that moment, the gates swing open, and the Reichland warriors burst out and start hacking at what remains of the now unburnt zombies.
Do they stay dead? Can I roll a perception on that?
Yes, roll a perception. No, you don't need to. You can see it. The ones that have been burned by fire stay dead, and the ones
What about the ones that have been decapitated?
The ones that are decapitated stay dead. The ones that are hacked to absolute pieces stay dead.
Okay, so you can
Okay,
just
so
kill
you
them.
basically, yeah, you can't kill them. That's fine. Is it
Okay.
still my turn? I'm guessing.
It is your turn, Ronnie.
Can I get up and start running again towards the
So what you can see now is the rooftops get quite a bit smaller, but they are like dotted. They are in far worse conditions than the ones you're currently on.
Right, this time I'm going to roll a perception before I jump onto the roof and try and figure out what the best path would be.
Roll a perception then.
Right.
It's like Quicksilver's on our team.
17.
17. So you can see that there is almost a direct path all the way to the Citadel walls via the rooftops, and just as well because the fighting is chaos all around you still happening. Tomway's crew arrives and they're like firing arrows and using wind magic to help the Reichlanders and Triceps below.
Is there no chance Reichlanders and Triceps can make these jumps from roof to roof? Do they have to?
No, they're chunky boys.
Right.
But they're just cutting their way down the main street basically.
I feel like we should leave like at least one person in the ship in case we need to get away.
Yeah,
The Scribbles
is there.
Oh, he's in the ship. Okay.
Yeah. So from your rooftops, you can make it almost the entire way. You can make it 2/3 as long as you make every jump successfully. Minus where there is like this massive roaring fire that has burned out even more of the buildings.
Okay. Why would I tell everybody follow me, and then I'll proceed to make my way, but I will only do the easy jumps. The more tricky jumps, I'll obviously
roll a dex
come
with
to
advantage. So roll twice and pick the highest number.
8
That definitely don't.
and 5.
Okay, what's your dex? Is it
14, so
14?
passing an
He
8.
makes it. Yeah, he makes it. Reiner has passed that information to you, and you can now watch him jump. The first rooftop he lands on, the tiles begin to splinter and shatter. He kind of balances, and the building seems to go like, and then it stops. He then jumps to the next. Oh, he jumps to the next one. Again, the tiles kind of fall off the roof, but he's making some serious headway. Angel, your turn.
I thought it was mine. And then Angel.
No. Oh, yeah, sorry, Lulan, you are first. You're right. Yeah, Lulan, I was looking at the pick of the HP.
I want to go with the guy. I'm still holding him by the throat.
Yes, please let me go.
I'm gonna slightly edge us towards the edge of the rooftop, and I'm gonna make him look at the hordes of zombies, and then I'm gonna whisper into his ear so no one can hear me. Look at what you did. Look at what your alliance cost everyone.
Money is money.
And then I want to just saw away at his head and kick his body down below.
His throat is slit as blood pours out. He can't even let out a scream as he descends into the now swarming horde. The horde has, however, moved slightly, so he smashes into the cobbles first. His brains splint.
I'm still holding his head. It's his
you
body
sawed his entire head off?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you're there for a while. The body falls.
My knives are quite sharp.
A neck is a very thick thing, but you
But
slice your way through.
2 damage each swipe.
Like a violinist. He falls down, the corpse splatters and is immediately torn apart by almost like a pack of dogs these zombies consume. The men turn around, the dumb guy's the first one. He goes to shoot, but nothing happens. Smoke just comes out.
I kind of want to say, this is you. I was like, no one fucks with my family anymore. I'm done with this shit. And then I'm going to use intimidation on the other guy's men to just intimidate them to follow us at this point. I'm their new leader.
Roll intimidation for me.
Hell yeah, 17.
So other than the dumb guy who fired just smoke at you, the others kind of like drop their weapons a little bit. Not only are they slightly afraid of you, but in this split second you killed someone, Uchi had already pulled out his 2 katanas without even making a sound, and they were on 2 throats of the men either side of him. Tomaway had also started to notch an arrow, and they're like,
I like these people.
The dumb one comes up to you, like, sorry about that.
Okay.
Did I hit you?
No.
Oh. He like looks at the end and looks down the barrel of his gun.
I'm gonna stop him from doing that and be like, okay, that's enough of that.
You can see he's had quite a few bumps to his head and is probably heavily concussed. The men now agree to follow you.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Angel and just give him a nod.
Okay. I guess I win the duel.
That solves that boss fight.
Yeah.
You may remember Gwen actually met this guy in the streets.
I do.
So, yeah, you're gonna follow Reiner.
How nice did his rapier look?
It's quite alright actually. Yeah.
I've been really wanting one since mine broke. Can I look down? How many?
You got one. Remember, you got one at Lunas's. Lunas's.
Yeah, Lunas's.
Yeah, Lunas's house. Lunas? Yeah, I was trying to think of the plot.
No, it's Lunas's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Because there'd be an apostrophe
So,
after the S.
Angel's equipment is the chain whip, rapier, tanto, hidden blade, and a katana.
Okay.
So your
That
rapier,
never hurts.
yeah, your rapier counts. It gives you that reposit ability.
Okay. Well, then I'll be like, huh, and not think that, and then I'm gonna.
Like I say to Angel, maybe give it to the dumb guy.
I think Reiner for once had the right idea and took away his bullets.
Lucky he did. That would have been a wound.
Yeah.
I'm going
Thank you,
to
Reiner.
make the same jump right. Well, is he just still on it?
Yeah, he's hopped a couple of buildings. So
Okay.
whatever jump Reiner's now done, you'll get a bonus roll to it because he's cleared the way.
I'm going to try
going
and do everything bar...
Semi-slowly as well.
Like, I want to try and get as far as he has, but like -1, so that I never jump onto the same building he's on.
Well, you won't have to roll for it because Reiner's covered the way before.
Okay.
So the two of you begin to jump along the rooftops, one by one, being sparingly. Tomoe's crew kind of look at each other and they're just supporting the troops below. As you catch up to Reiner, you're now kind of balanced on this rooftop, and below you is this what would have been probably a beautiful homestead. There were like these little houses. Some of them are 2-story, some are 1-story. There's what would have been luscious gardens, a fountain, trees, almost like a mini park. But it's currently just full of people fighting. You see. So Angel, you would recognize them almost immediately. Maybe you too now, Reiner. But you see Knights of the Silver Tree troops fighting. They're holding a really tight and organized square formation. There is a man on a horse, commanding them. They've got muskets firing over shields, and the horde of the undead are struggling to get through. They've got their most armored at the front, jabbing with spears, swords, and over their shields.
Are they progressing or are they holding?
They're holding.
How far away from us, and is it in a
Shouting
weird
distance.
way?
Shouting distance. You're on a 2-story building, and they're in the park. If you imagine it, kind of from your house to that corner.
What with the lamp, the post box?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to shout at them because I don't want to distract them while they're busy. I'm going to let's use one of my powers. See if I remember how to do stuff. Well, I'll figure it out, but I'll just... Oh, yeah, here we go. I want to use the Birds of Storm and just unleash some of my little lightning birds into the back of the zombies that are charging them.
Yes, give me a wisdom with advantage, so roll twice and pick your best number.
Okay, that was awful. That was a 2. And that was a 13, and my wisdom's 11.
Nice, so easy hit. Clumps of zombies kind of pop and explode. You can feel them getting static, but because they die so quickly, you don't get a full charge off. Okay. The man on the horse spins and kind of squints and undoes the front of his helmet, and you see that it's Big Balls himself.
Oh, okay.
Captain Richard Head.
Yeah.
He nods towards you and starts pointing in the direction of the smoke.
I look, and can I, from our new angle, do a new perception check at where he's pointing at?
He's pointing at the citadel, undeniably, and
okay.
he's kind of gesturing for you guys to go that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
he then points down the other side, and at the end of the road, you see a flying V, so a wedge of these cavalry, Silver Tree cavalry, forming and about to charge into the back of these zombies.
Nice.
Which would also clear your path to get across the street.
Great. Is there any zombies? I guess what makes more sense from where I am, keep heading in the direction he's saying, or is there zombies for them to finish? Okay, I'll just keep heading in a way which doesn't interfere with where Reiner is, I guess.
So you can hear Can you hear that?
Horses.
Yeah. And they're fighting as you have to now.
Hear that?
I didn't hear shit.
It's very faint horse.
Can you not hear the battle sounds?
No.
Oh, very, very faint.
Yeah. So you descend off the roof. You're gonna have to go on foot for a little bit to the next set of buildings.
Okay.
But the cavalry charge whizzes past and like crushing.
I
You
do
hear
the
the
Jon
bones
Snow.
popping. Yeah, you hear like bones popping and snapping. Their lances impaling zombies. Even if they're not getting headshots, the cavalry, the horses themselves are just crushing these zombies. And the men, they do like a hammer and anvil tactic with the shields. The zombies caught between them.
Cool.
Splatter.
Is there any
Some
chance I can do one of those Lord of the Rings things where I see a horse and I'm like, run there and do the Legolas and get onto
No,
the
they're
wagon?
all mounted. They're all mounted.
Oh, okay.
There's like 20 men just going backwards and forwards down this
Can
street.
I try and reach forward, but I kind of miss and I just keep running like I didn't?
Yeah, like the knight looks at you and watches you come down.
Uh,
Unless otherwise, I'm going to assume you are all moving together. Otherwise?
I would like to stay on
Otherwise?
the roofs. If I can stay above
is-
where they are, and there's
there
no
is-
roofs.
Yeah, you have
Okay,
to.
I'll stay with Tom then.
Alright, so you descend, Leland.
I just wanted to say to the others that were joining us on the thing, I'm assuming there was going to be more than one ladder. I was going to say to them, some of you go back, some of you bring them forward, try to ladder to each one. When it gets to the point where you can't, descend down. No point going through hordes when you don't need to. And then I'm going to follow Raina.
So Tomaway's crew are kind of helping the Knights of Silver Tree, and she yells, "We're going to assist here!" And Odie's like waving at Angel.
I mean, you could come with us. It feels like it's going to be worse this way.
We'll catch
Yeah.
up!
Alright, then.
So as you begin to run through the city streets, you know they're very well paved and cobbled below you with like little bits of dirt emerging and moss emerging through. I'm gonna stop that war now. You kind of like go through these side streets. The buildings are a little bit more packed here. Most of them are rubble and dilapidated and collapsed. And suddenly before you,
I hate when
Oh
things
god.
suddenly appear
Can I
before us.
pause for a sec? I need to go to the toilet.
yeah, sure,
Dramatic pause.
pee time.
Oh, I've missed this.
Yeah, how you guys finding it? Good to be back.
It's great to be back. I feel like we're waiting for. Ooh.
Oh, good. Chest left Mike right next to her
Hello.
headset.
Hello.
You know, just like serving you.
Yeah, she's fine now. Yeah, sorry, what were you saying, Tom?
I feel like I've been waiting forever.
Yeah, man. This is reunion part 1, so it's gonna be
Everybody's given a session then.
it's gonna be a clusterfuck of a session, but looking forward.
I'm sorry,
to it.
are we kind of speeding through your session as well, Alex?
Are we speeding through this one?
Yeah.
No, not at all. Been here for an hour and a bit.
I think we've
thought
made
this-
fair progress, all things considered.
Yeah, so if you look at the map,
Oh, rolls considered, you mean?
you're by the first set of trees. So just below the Traders Guild sign.
Ah, okay, we made it quite far.
So that's the park. You kind of like passed. So you hopped from those blue buildings along the rooftop, crossed over. They were fighting in that park.
Right.
And now you're in the second collection of houses.
Okay, and we're just reaching that green path that heads towards the Traders Guild.
Yeah.
How much fighting are we
That's not too
seeing, like in our peripheral vision, about other parts of the town?
Everywhere.
So that it's not like zombies are winning. It's like there's a war going on, and we have a whole. army
There was a
of us.
war going on, and zombies have emerged, and they're winning, and everyone is stopped fighting each other. Some forces, so you'll probably be able to spot like maybe the occasional Reiklander still fighting a dwarf, or the occasional black dog still shooting at a Northlander soldier. But the majority is now everyone living versus everyone dead.
Damn. This
See,
is like...
I had it covered on the rooftop.
It is. It's just pure chaos. Like these zombies are basically sprouted out of the ground in the midst of a war, and just started killing everyone and everything.
Well, it's a good way to, bring peace between nations.
Yeah, it's true. The troubling thing is whatever. Oh,
Hello?
hey,
Hello.
whatever soldier dies to a zombie comes back. It's a zombie. So it's like you gotta try and fight the odds there.
Whichever one dies or whichever one gets bitten. Because all the only info... Are we seeing people die and get back
And then
up?
they're coming back, yeah, but you can't tell if it's from a bite or not.
But we did hear that one man said... "Bite."
Have you been
Oh,
bitten?
what am I?
You
My
back, Chess?
headphones
One
are
man,
only
there was no
working out of
man.
one fucking ear
The
now.
man who doesn't have a body attached to his head anymore.
I don't know what man you're on about. That was
That's-
never a man.
That was going to be such a cool sword rapier duel. And Lulan was like, nope, cutting that man's head off with a knife.
Look, it's an unnecessary fight. Lulan is done with this bullshit.
From his men's perspective, you're like showing him something, and then just you son of a bitch, you son of a fucking bitch,
You friend my friend.
you fucking hurt my family. I'll show you for like an hour.
Oh, that means
Getting
I'm
through those-
Yeah, but the new daggers you gave me do more damage in one hit if they're unarmored.
Like those short swords, I know, but those short swords, so you're like a fucking player, like a standing up bass or a standing up cello, or whatever. Like,
Sorry, my headphones are only working out of one ear now for some reason. So
oh, you silly thing, you
Yeah.
silly thing. Right, you back. So the you suddenly start to notice that like there are less people here. There's less fighting here. There's less dead here. But there is this roaring fire everywhere. The buildings are aflame. There are like charcoal corpses everywhere. Some dwarfs, some taller people, some humans. It's hard to tell.
Are you Lunan killing dwarves again? Not Lunan
Suddenly-
Freya. Fuck.
Suddenly, a building next to you explodes, and this silver knight smashes through it on his back, and he rolls, digging his sword into the ground. His sword is aflame, and his left arm is badly broken and burnt. His helmet has come off, and he has this long, whitish hair. You recognize him as Freya's father.
Oh.
oh dear God.
He sees you, instantly recognizing Lulan, obviously.
I've
Hard
met
to
him.
miss.
Lulan,
Don't fucking know me.
6'6". Purple woman.
because he recognizes purple. Angel Rhino Lulan. Thank God. Watch out! And he slams his sword and a giant fireball erupts as these two fireballs splash into it, causing a massive explosion. And he like, you all wince as this fire's like this hot air is just jutted towards you. Freya has made it to the Citadel with Voltrim and a couple others.
You need to
You'll
pull
have
her
to get-
back. She's gonna be attacked. She's being targeted specifically by the necromancer.
Leaf is with her. I need you three to rescue her then.
Well, what about
As-
you?
as-
What are you fighting?
From the smoke, you see, first of all, you hear this blade like scratching along stone, and this woman strides out, and for a split second, you think it's Freya. You're like, Freya? But she's in burnt and black and rotting armor. Her eyes are sewn shut with like green flames up below them, and one hand, on her right hand, she wields this massive, long, curved, thin blade that like is about 10 foot long as she drags it behind her, and she's able to wield it with one hand. Go, leave her to me. She's no match. You're no match for her, even in your current state.
What,
All we could do is play defensive. All wounds heal instantly. This is Mortarian's way to torment me. I can't explain it. You
Is
must
this your
leave
wife?
now.
Oh, it's your wife.
Yes, actually, that's a very good explanation. She was the strongest of our order. She dashes forwards, and like the blade looks basically like it's made of paper to her. She moves it so fast. His left arm broke, and he uses his right arm and shoulder to like block it, and like to stop it from hitting you guys. And you feel this like wave of air cut past you. Your cloaks billow from this one swing. So we're gonna start with Lulan.
I'm gonna say to Papa Freya, I'm gonna be like,
Caspian.
yeah. I'm gonna be like to him, well, anyone else helping you with this fight, or?
No one can. She's already killed most of my men as he like slides her back, and she just jumps with ease and lands just easily across the street from him.
Nothing to assist?
Sorry
No,
if
no?
it's a bit personal. How did she die the first time?
When when the city was attacked, there is no time.
You're like, while these fuckers are talking, can I just fucking lay a trap?
Yeah, you can lay a trap in
Thank
front.
you.
Yeah, fine. She dashes towards it and like just gets knocked in the air. But you see her like just slice downwards, and the air begins to part with flame as she lands on the floor in front of you, turning her head. She slowly, not being able to see, she like scans the area for where that might have come from.
Well, if Papa
Can
Freya
I-
says no match, then let's get to Freya.
Can I shoot a window across the way?
Found it.
Yeah, the window. You shoot the window, and with one hand she just fires a fireball and blows that building up.
Or did he shoot her?
He shot a window behind her.
Oh, a window.
The heat emitting from her walking corpse is insane. It's like you're standing on the precipice of a volcano.
Maybe we could help contain her and then leave, or do we just go?
I
If we
I
go,
feel
we
like
kill him.
I know Freya more, and look, family for me comes first now, and you guys are my family. I can't. And Luna's just gonna sort of continue forwards to where the book is open.
Angel, feel free to go. I need to stay.
Oh, hear me out, real quick. If we deal with that now, that will end this. So maybe the quicker we deal with that, we're actually helping him.
Exactly, he
says.
says as he's
All
like,
right, I'm gonna
hear,
trust
like,
you. Took me a little while, and I'm gonna
can hear,
start
like-
running.
It's like they're just fighting. His sword is significantly shorter and looking chipped. Hers is a blood mess by now as well. He's able to keep pace with her still, but he is slowing down dramatically and is panting, he's sweating.
Sorry, while they're fighting, can I literally just keep smashing stuff around?
No,
Yeah,
So
cool.
we'll just keep shooting like random objects to kind of distract her a little
That's
bit to
cool,
give him a bit
yeah,
more of a.
Fireballing everything that you throw at, but it's in this moment when like you buy them some time that you'll hear a whistling sound. It's like smashes this silver object flying towards you guys at colossal speeds, just smashes through buildings and catches the resurrected woman straight in the chest, and she flies backwards, and then the spear suddenly re-emerges from her chest. You guys watch it with your eyes and walks through the fire, one cloak draped over his right hand, so his right shoulder, his plodron still there, and now a eye patch over his left eye. This tall this tall white and pink-haired figure catches the spear as he strides forwards.
Oh,
Is that
Nyose.
Freya's brother?
yeah.
It is, yeah.
Right, on that note, we're gonna fuck off.
Go. Rescue my sister.
What about
Fa-
Dickwad?
Father, I will assist you. He like looks at Angels, like remembering that you
Yeah.
burned his eye in the sword.
All right.
Thanks.
I kind of want to wink at him, but then
Oh,
He completely ignores you.
I haven't.
as you begin to part, Cassian nods at you guys, and you hear him be like, "You're late," to his son, who like the two of them just start firing fireballs at this woman and trying to slow her down and contain her as
Can
best
I,
they can.
can I cast a wind wall before I go when they're firing fireballs? So
Yeah, I'll allow that. Actually, yeah.
it helps.
Cassian thanks you, and Nyose turns and kind of nods at you, and that's about as much.
as
of
we
a-
flip them
That's
on.
fine. We're off anyway.
He doesn't see it because he's blind in the eye. Angel trying to get into his eye line mid battle. Luna drags you away as you guys start running.
Okay. Well, I've missed having this big purple older sister to take me out of trouble.
You get to the next set of streets, and now there's like all these people like pushing and shoving. Humanity seems to be at its desperate edge at this point. Like there are more zombies here. You come into an alleyway, and there are about 5 zombies like tweaking at the end of the alleyway, kind of not paying attention to anything.
Can I use wind slash?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. No. Hold on. Are you guys okay with that, or do you want to do it in turn order?
I don't mind. Whatever
Yeah.
works story-wise.
Yeah, roll a wisdom for me.
Oh shit, wisdom is
A 9.
What's your wisdom?
that? 7.
So you dramatically fail. So you're... yeah, because what's 20 take away 7?
Oh right, yeah.
So as you slice, luckily for you, like it's quite a narrow corridor. However, you just cut their legs off, and so all the zombies like platter down and then turn and begin crawling rapidly across the floor towards you, all torso height. There's 5 zombies rushing towards you. Turn order, Lulan.
Well, I can't do anything at the moment.
I know what I
because
want to
have
do if that helps.
Nothing.
You still got your jar of blood.
Yeah, that gives me 1 blood.
Oh, can I jump
No,
in?
it-
I think there's something cool I
Oh, it
can
gives me
do.
2 now, does it?
It's 2,
Ah.
2.
Didn't you just get some blood from decapitating that guy as well?
Yeah.
No, so Lulan can suck blood from one thing to give her a token for an AP, or you have your 2 stored blood tokens. But there are upgrades coming.
Well, yeah, fuck it. I want to do blood whip then, and just sort of slash at them.
Yeah, roll a wisdom for me.
Please. Ooh, that's just funny. Fuck yeah.
So your blood web, you slap it out, and like from what the guys can see, you blood bend it out of your jam jar, and you like whip it down this narrow alleyway, and they're all climbing over top of each other. You slice 3 of them in half from the head down. You split them, so Ryder split them one way. You split them, so he split them horizontally. You split 3 of them vertically. Their innards all pull out. It's almost like, you know, when you pressure, you've seen those like water pressure videos where they like cut cameras in half and they're just using water. It's like that. You got 1 more AP.
Lovely. I'm guessing I didn't get any blood from that, so I guess I'm just gonna attack them normally.
Nice. Okay, so roll your using your sword, or your 2 long short
Well,
swords?
the things. Well, you gave me two their swords. You said
Yeah.
1
2
damage
short swords.
each. So standard is 2 damage attack.
Yeah.
And they each have a bleed effect if they hit, but they're not armor piercing.
Yeah. These guys aren't
So-
wearing armor.
Lovely. That was a 10.
What's your
And
dex?
what did you ask for?
Dex.
Dex
Your
is
dual
11.
building. All right, so yeah, you slice down, instantly killing the first one, and because the other one's so close, I'll just say that you used your other sword to slice at that one. You gain 2 blood,
Oh, lovely.
and the 5 zombies are dead. Angel, your turn.
All of them are dead.
Yeah, but that's just the ones in the alleyway.
Okay, I progressed forward. Like, I had my chain halfway out. I was like, oh, it's gonna do that. And then sort of re-equip it to my belt. And then I press onwards.
As you poke round the alleyway, you don't even need to roll a perception for this. You can see that the edge of the wall of the citadel, you're getting closer, the smoke rising through. Even looking up now, you can see that the sky is splintered even more, like glass shattering. The storm clouds being summoned by it, it's starting to look more and more terrifying.
don't
And this
need-
eerie red glow is shining down.
There's no like purple eye anywhere like last.
No. But there are zombies everywhere. In fact, you poking your head round, 2 immediately see you and start to rush towards you. You got 2 AP.
Are they in a line?
They're running side by side.
Great. Okay, I'm going to just go with my original plan. Then get my chain out again, and seeing as they're going like that, just sort of side chain them and lightning it to hopefully chop them.
Nice.
Off.
Roll a wisdom for me with advantage.
8. Oh shit, that was off the table. And 10. So 10.
What's your wisdom? Yeah. So
My wisdom is 11.
Yeah, you split them, so your chain whip just decapitates both of them, and it smashes. It's quite a long whip, so it smashes the. It kind of, because of the lightning, it cuts through the building a little bit, and you like recoils around your arm again.
Sick.
And the corpses of the zombies slide past you.
I'm gonna. I know you hate them, but I'm gonna do a perception check to see if there is a clear path throughout this mayhem that looks safest towards our destination.
So you can just about see like the drawbridge is up of the Citadel Keep. There's all this fighting around. There are more zombies. 2 of them just run straight past you, chasing a man who's like. But you can see like the shiny twinkling of dwarven armor on the very edge of the Citadel. But there is a moat between the rubble. So there's like a layer of buildings, then a moat, then the Citadel wall.
All right. Does that count as my AP?
No. I'll give you that perception for free.
In that case, I'm just going to use the second one to throw my tentacle at those zombies chasing that man, try and save him.
Nice. Roll a dex for me.
20.
It goes straight to the. Oh, no, you just need to roll once. It goes straight into the back of the head of the first zombie, and you suddenly appear, driving that zombie into the floor. The second zombie turns to look at you. Reiner.
Can I shoot that zombie 3 times? That's just a standard. Or twice, because it's a standard shot now, isn't it?
What bow have you got?
It's my normal one.
So you just want to shoot it once, don't you? It's one zombie.
Well, yeah, but I thought my standard shot was 2 times now.
It might be 2 damage.
Alright, okay, I'll just shoot it once.
Yeah. Roll a dex.
Aim for the head, boys. Ah, not 20.
But you hit it in the head, and it drops dead. The man is like a young Northland soldier. He must have been like a subscription, like a levy, who's been kind of pulled off the field. Who's like, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this.
I'm going to grab him and slap him around the face and go, what's your name?
Oh, it's Timothy, sir.
Do you want to live?
Oh God, I really, really do.
Then grow some balls and get ready to fight.
Oh, he like pulls out this rusty longsword and he's like, just starts hacking at this zombie that was like eating a corpse.
Nice.
It's a mangled mess.
All right, job done. Let's do this.
So Reiner, you can see they're blocking your path for about 10 zombies who are kind of like banging on this door.
Okay. What else is around me? So you got the moat on one side, 10 zombies banging on a door.
So they're they're kind of in the alleyway adjacent to you that leads to the moat.
Okay. Yep. Can I just head towards and draw my 2 short swords and go in combat?
Yeah. So you want to swing? Give me a dex then.
7.
What's your
Dex
dex?
is 14.
Yep. So you've sliced down the first 2 zombies of ease, and the other 8 now turn. Zombies turn. The 8 gonna rush out the alleyway towards you
they're
guys.
not allowed to do stuff. We kill them.
The first one's gonna hit you, Reiner. So give me an armor save. So
medium and 17.
No. Armor dice is a D12 if you've got one.
Yes.
And medium armor is you need a. Okay, you need a 6 or below. So you take 1 wound.
6 or below?
Yeah, medium armor.
Oh, right, okay, so it's the opposite way around.
Yeah. So you're on 8 health now.
Cool.
The second zombie's going to swing for you, Reiner. It misses. Third zombie.
Do I not have a chance to dodge any of these, by the way?
You will do once they're not swarming you. So you've been swarmed, so they've surrounded you. The fourth one misses you. One's going to rush at Lulan and hits. Lulan, you get a chance to dodge.
Okay.
Roll a dex for me.
What was it? What?
D20 for your dex.
Ooh. Sorry, I thought it was armor. 7. My dex is 11, so yeah.
Roll an armor save for me. D12, and you are on a medium armor, so you need 6 or below.
Let me just get my d12. You... Oh, sorry, fell off the table.
I can roll for you if you want.
Oh yeah, fuck, no, 1.
Oh, the 1's good. 6
Oh.
or below for that.
Oh, okay.
So you're like the zombie's teeth like bites down on your brazier as you're like holding it back. The final 2 zombies are going to rush at Angel. 1 hit, 2 hit. Roll 2 dodge for me, or 1 dodge even. Sorry, just roll your dex.
Okay. $11. And my dex is 9.
Yep. So you dodge, you jump backwards, and these 2 zombies swipe at you. Lulan, your turn.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go for the motherfucker that tried to attack me.
Yeah, he's still got his teeth biting down on you, so you're
And then,
trapped.
well, with my arm that's taken that bite, with the other one, I want to swing up and sort of like hack at its neck again.
Yeah. So that roll a strength with advantage for me.
Advantage 4. Come on, give me something better than that. Yes, 16.
You slice his head clean off.
Lovely.
It's his teeth unhinge and the skull drops down. You got 1 more AP.
I'm gonna go for the swarm that's going for Reiner.
Yeah, you see Reiner's like batting them off as they're like swinging and swiping at him. He's got a bit of a cut on his arm. What are you going to do to help? You just going to rush him with your blades?
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Roll me a
want
dex.
tokens, so I'm just going for bloodbath at the moment.
Nice. Roll me a dex.
18.
So with 1 sword, you stab the one that attacked Reiner. Reiner, from your peripheral vision, you just see like a blade shish kebab through the temple and pull it away from you.
Nice.
And then with the second one, Lulan like does this uppercut and just splits his innards all the way up through his head and like parts him almost perfectly down the middle. So that brings us down to 1, 2. Brings us down to 6 zombies. Angel.
Any blood tokens?
Oh yeah,
by the way?
you get 2 tokens.
Thank you.
Angel.
Hello. I am going to take my rapier and just go stab one in the head.
Nice. Roll a dex with advantage.
That was 14.
No, 14's
18.
done it.
It was
18.
18.
Oh well, nice. So you stab through him, and he kind of pushes back the other zombie,
Nice.
displacing that zombie. So you get a free basic attack on that second zombie.
I'm gonna go, and then with finesse, stab the other one.
Yep. So roll a dex again.
Just a normal advantage this time.
Yeah, advantage.
Yay.
Being displaced.
Yay, 12.
Nice. You get one extra AP from displacing.
Again.
No, well, no, they're both dead.
Okay.
You killed them both, so you can now rush to help Reiner if you want.
With my last AP.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna do a flourish spin, and then into a final stab.
Okay, roll a dex with just roll a normal dex.
19.
No, nice. So from one side you've seen Lulan impale a zombie, and from the other side you see this like majestic man come flying through. Even the zombie's like, and like watches as it just goes straight through his eye, this skinny blade, and the zombie kind of falls backwards. Angel's now on your left-hand side. Reiner, you have the last 3 zombies in front of you.
Does Timothy not get a shot? With his wooden sword?
Oh, he's still whacking a zombie behind
Oh,
you.
okay.
Get it, that one, same one.
Okay, fair.
Oh, what? They're all in front of me.
Yeah, just the 3 of them that had attacked you that remain.
Well, can I just bomb?
Roll a dex.
14.
Oh, it's because
Nice. So the 2 blades slice through you. You know, your wind enhanced one like just easily cuts through diagonally. Then you uppercut, and then almost like Anakin Skywalker just scissor the last one.
Wow.
I had a really cool plan together, but then you two showed up, fucked it.
You're welcome.
Or saved you. Now, as you guys pick up the pace and continue running, you see before you a moat full of corpses. They're like bobbing and floating around. So they're like struggling to swim, mouths gaping and chattering like piranha fish.
Lulan kind of wants to gag, like.
Oh, Dravik would have been handy here.
And you hear, Lulan! Angel Fernandez! Rhina! From up on the rooftop. Sorry, on the Citadel wall.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
wave and do a perception check.
It is Dondorian Winters, the Lord of Winterhold.
Oh.
His collection of dwarfs is holding this corner off. Get down!
Lulan's gonna duck straight
What do
away.
you say?
She's gonna grab both of them like duck.
Oh, also,
As you
yeah.
duck down, you see 4 dwarfs standing on top of Citadel walls, just like, and the dwarfs behind them pumping this almost like device as they let loose. As they let loose like a massive wave of flame, like liquid fire behind you, as these zombies that were sneaking up on you just get engulfed, and the whole alleyway is now burning. A rope descends off the side. You're gonna have to jump the moat.
I'm gonna jump.
Roller decks.
Fuck. Don't fail me now. 16.
You catch the rope. One at a time. They start pulling you up.
I'm gonna
As this
hold
happens-
Reiner so he doesn't get any thoughts about 2 at a time.
As this happens,
I was gonna chuck you on, but
you hear this like as the doors of the buildings adjacent explode open, and these zombies, some of them just pouring out like a tide of meat, stumble into the moat, filling it more. Others turn and look at you. You're now caught between these 2 tides, the water and the burning alleyway. Don't worry! As like muskets from the dwarves start firing, and like these bullets are slicing into the zombies. You hear like over again as these zombies die, but some of them start sprinting at you. Angel.
I'm gonna get my chain out again and just
Nice.
sort of
I'm gonna duck.
slash. Oh, I step in front of Reiner and slash forward at the zombies and towards the moat and try and ignite it.
Roll a wisdom.
18.
18. So you spin it round and like just easily cut through. It's so chaotic. Not all of them are like perfect cuts. A lot of them are as like their head height, but you know, different height zombies or whatnot. The muskets firing into the crowd anyway. You successfully kill a fair bunch of them, but they're still coming.
Cool.
You got 1 more AP.
Great. Does I assume the lightning stops?
No, the lightning it'll stay lighted for a turn or 2. Yeah, you can do one of those moves where you spin it over your head.
Yeah, I've sort of just been kind
Nice.
of like
Keep
whip
it
stuff.
defensive form.
I guess. Well, there's just is it just endless amounts coming out of this moat? I have no chance of
Yeah.
stopping all of them.
Yeah, well, that's how the building.
Well, after the first AP, how far's Lulan got?
She's still being pulled up by the like 3 dwarfs. They're like,
Still 1 at a time. I'm going to turn to Reiner and say, what do you think about 3 at a time?
I can go next.
Huh?
You can go next. Just hold out till then.
Alright, I'm going to unignite and I'm going to try and wrap around Lulan's leg and pull myself up with...
roller decks.
Well, it doesn't look like I'm in immediate danger.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
You're doing well to keep them at bay with the whip and the musket fire, but what are you looking at?
Oh, you
dex-wise?
know what? I won't be insane. Have I already committed, though?
You've already
so, yeah.
committed. Yeah.
Committed. Oh,
What is it?
there's a 1.
You whip round and like Lulan, roll an armor save.
Oh, for fuck's
It's
sake.
not ignited.
It doesn't matter. It's still got a meaty chunk at the end of it.
2.
Your armor saves it.
Oh, fuck.
Does it at all successfully wrap around her or just hits her?
No, it just smashes her in the back of the heel.
She sort of like gives
Yeah.
you like the fucking middle finger, like, fuck you.
You didn't
Rhino.
see who did it.
Can I roll a perception to see if there's any safe way for me to climb up?
It's a pretty steep wall. It's a tall wall as well, about 60 meters tall. It leads directly into a moat. So No, not really. There's some handheld like holds maybe, but it's tricky.
Okay.
All I heard then was there is a way.
All I heard then was there is a way. Okay. For now, I'm probably just gonna just help Angel like clear the waves that are coming in.
So how do you want to do that?
Well, I think it's just short swords. And just fucking
So Angel's
bash him.
3 zombies were approaching Angel. You want to get in between them?
Yeah, I'll fucking go in and slash.
Roll a dex.
10.
Yeah, you slash through the first 2. The final one gets his head popped by a dwarven sniper. Lulan, you've successfully pulled up, and the rope has dropped down once more.
I'm gonna shout for one of these fuckheads. Go for the rope. I'll also help pull.
Oh, okay. Maybe with Lulan there, you might be able to both make it.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Can I just put on my cloak?
For fuck's sake, both of you just get on the
Aim
rope.
for the
What,
rope.
put on your cloak?
My invisibility cloak.
You can try it if you want.
Well, then you don't risk it, and it's fine because then Angel can go up and you chuck the rope back down after.
Lulan is very strong. Remember, she is like.
Oh right, fuck it. We'll both fucking jump on the rope then.
Right, well, now both of you roll a dex.
Should I roll a strength check?
Not
11.
yet, not yet. See if
I
they make
rolled
it.
a 12, actually.
Oh
That's
my
pretty
god, they both
accurate.
make it. Okay, fine. We won't explore the moat. They both jump over and catch the rope. Now, Lulan, roll a strength test.
Fuck.
Oh!
As you're like jumping over, another dwarven
17.
flame. Nice. Another like wave of dwarven fire
Yeah.
engulfs a horde of zombies. These burning corpses are just behind you. You're like jumping in slow motion over the water. There's all these teeth in the water, chattering. Fire is almost scalding your head as you just about catch this rope. Lulan immediately is pulled with all the dwarfs, and she like puts her legs either side of the castle top of the wall. She's like, ah, like almost pulled over the edge. Dorian Winters grabs the other end. He's like, hold on, Lulan. As 2 more dwarfs drop their muskets and begin pulling.
Lulan's gonna say, why do they eat so fucking much?
Hestia swoops out from nowhere and like grabs the end of the rope and starts being like trying to pull with her little hoofs.
No.
No.
Eddie the
Rainer
Eagle's just,
looked after her real good. Step
yeah,
papa.
Eddie the Eagle's just under Rainer's cloak, like. "Arr!"
Can I ask Hestia to scout ahead?
She turns around and sees the giant pillar of smoke, and then just turns back and starts pulling the rope.
Yeah, fair enough.
Roll a strength.
Me?
She did,
Yep.
it was 17.
Oh,
No, roll another one.
me? Oh, fucking hell. 12.
You're holding and pulling, but they're climbing very slowly, and there's something disturbing the water. Angel, you look down, and Rainer, and like you kind of have flashbacks of a kraken. Obviously, in a moat, a kraken is ridiculous. There's no way there could be a kraken in this moat. But you can definitely see like hands are emerging from the water, and they're like moist and damp zombies, and they're all like bloated together. As this like mouth is falling out of them and trying to climb up the wall slowly, like a slug. This slug is just slowly climbing the wall.
Am I high enough now where I can jump onto the wall and climb up the rest of the way?
Absolutely not. No.
I'm just gonna shout down to them. Who's at the bottom of this rope?
Probably me.
I don't know. Throw something at them.
Is it? Can we
I'm
roll to
kind
climb
of
faster?
You do, Rainer. I'm not sure you remember. You do have those explosive arrows.
Didn't someone have a
Yeah,
grenade?
because it's really easy to fire a bow
No, but
and
just
hold on to.
Yeah, you
drop
can
an
like.
Right, okay, I'll drop an arrow on it then.
You don't
uh,
have to. It's only if you want.
Well,
you
probably
don't have to.
through it with some force. Oh wait, how many have I got? That's the point.
There's a point.
Can we not roll to climb faster?
We only got
Is there
9.
a
No,
certain
no, I'm
climb
fine.
speed?
Are you gonna throw it?
No, I'm not gonna throw it.
Alright. So the slug is slowly approaching, and you begin to panic somewhat. Angel, you look down behind over Rainer's green hair and see this like mangled face, this monster like slowly approaching you. And suddenly you're like yanked up really, really quickly. Like the rope kind of burns through Lulan's hands, And Lulan, you turn around, and there, like, long, white flowing hair, this like metal armor is Bleety, just pulling with a rope. As
Hell
like,
yeah,
it's like,
Bleety.
the rope's like burning as Bleety's like pulling with all his might. And you successfully make it over the edge, and then Bleety trots on over.
Now I'm gonna
Like-
give Bleety the biggest of smooches.
Oh.
Bleety's like kind of blinking slowly as you're kissing him, and then he sees Hestia and like goes to like bite Hestia's wings.
Gonna flick his nose like, no. You two are friends.
He like
Friends,
gives
not foes.
Reiner a lick
Friends.
on his face and Angel a lick.
Give him a little tickle.
Oh, I'm gonna... Who's our favourite boy?
He like rolls onto his back and like shows his belly.
Oh.
Can I try and like,
we need
I don't know
to
if I've got anything on him, but I just give him something to eat.
Wait a
Reiner
second.
probably has-
I'm gonna
There's a
give him
giant
some of my
slug
cloak.
monster. And I'm gonna go. Wow.
It's like climbing over. The
I'm gonna
wall.
go. Run!
The dwarf's like let loose another volley. And it's like flesh begins to peel and its molten hands.
I feel like
slide down.
my birds of storm have probably replenished by this point in time.
Yeah, they have. They definitely
Because
have.
they're definitely going to help blow up a slug thing. I'll just go three different targeted spots.
Roll your wisdom for me.
Oh, 2.
It's roll again. You have an advantage. You're on a wall.
Okay. 10, and my wisdom, I believe, is 11.
It's 11. Yeah. So you hit it. Lightning charges through it. It's been in water, so it begins to like shake, and then it just pops, and like you're all,
Oh,
you
Not
immediately
again.
get covered by like all this bloated goop.
Nice.
every time.
Luckily for you, some dwarfs were like standing in the way, so it's just your upper half.
Oh, will I ever be in the battle where I don't have to throw away my clothes at the end?
Behind you now is like the open courtyard to the citadel. You see there's very little inside the courtyard. There are no dead. There's nothing. It's just silent. Dundorian Winters gathers up and like helps you guys back to your feet and pets Bleety. We found him chewing on the corpse of some giant. No idea where the giant came from. Don't ask me. How are you doing, lads and ladess? It's been a while.
Should we put slightly less battle music on for this moment?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I hear nothing.
I like it, but if we're reaching a calming
Just-
moment.
Turn it down.
Yeah, let me find one.
So, you found Bleety chewing on a giant.
Yes, you just killed it.
I'm gonna turn to Bleety and be like, do you know where anyone else is, boy?
He like points to the citadel.
Does he make an actual, like, is his hoof managed to turn into a finger, or he
No,
just
no, he like
seems-
dog points, you know, with his snout.
Ah, okay.
You know the fastest way.
Hold on, let me just change the music. He like points towards it, across the courtyard. Dundorian Winters like dusts himself off. You can see he's taken some wounds, and he comes on over. He's like, "This has become absolute chaos. The whole city is aflame. My men are scattered. I have no idea where Bane Tunridge, the Lord of Northgard, is. We were separated." Yeah.
We don't know any of this.
Bane Tunridge, the Lord of Northgard. He was commanding the infantry of Northgard. It was you saw Timothy. He was a Northgard soldier.
Right.
And I've been split from Cassian, Voltrin, our Lord Raikar. We've been separated completely. The citadel floor down there. You may notice there ain't any dead, nor any of my men. Don't touch the floor. Something
Okay.
lives beneath it. There's fighting within the citadel itself. I think that is where Lady Freya and our king is. But we cannot get over. It is too mighty a jump for any dwarf to make.
I can
Who's,
toss you.
No, nobody tosses a dwarf, lad.
is anyone else assisting Freya and Voltrim?
There was 2 members of the Robins, Clara and Ash, as well as Sergeant of the Elves, Leaf, and a dwarven girl from an inn. I can't remember her name. And then the commander of the Knights of the Silver Tree, Daijin.
What about a little
I
fat
need to
half?
talk to Daijin.
I
Well,
have no
Luna
idea about those
recognises
half.
some of those names.
Did they all look in good health? Did they go in there together on purpose?
I didn't see them enter. We were caught behind in the battle between the Reichlanders. They formed a sizable defense. What I would recommend, the doors seem to be barred. However, if you can get... No, sorry, not the doors. The ground is deadly, but there is a way over by the doors there, you see? There's like steps up. They're all covered in marble and stone. If you can make that jump, then you'll be able to get into the citadel.
Just to be
Is
specific.
it jumpable?
Alright,
Not entirely.
When you say you can't touch the floor and there's something that lives beneath, what
points to
happens specifically when you touch the floor?
He points to a helmet of a dwarf at the bottom of the steps.
You
from
get
the
dragged
wall.
down, you just disintegrate, what happens?
A creature emerges made of worms or maggots, and he eats you raw.
What if we
I-
all ran at the...
I want to put an arm around Angel's neck and Brian's neck and be like, look, the floor is lava.
I've played that as a
This
young,
is a deadly
young boy.
game. Don't touch the floor.
Could we not use
The game
your
I used to play in my
multiples to
orphanage.
distract them?
Huh?
Maybe... You say you don't
Can
touch the floor.
can I shoot it? Wait, I'll see how many I have.
I was gonna say to Ryan and be like, look, your power is wind. You might be able to buffer our fall. So-
Can I not just shoot a rope arrow above the from the tower bit so we can swing across?
Yeah, you could,
Yeah.
but also maybe extra precaution might be good.
So as you're looking, you see that there is like an old clock above the main city gate, and it's got this statue on the front. This very like ornate statue of like an elven knight with its sword up.
So if we
Maybe
push that, would that land on the marble stairs?
Well, it's a more of a pull situation,
Okay.
but also it is a whippable distance.
What are we gonna
It
do?
is a whiffable distance.
Okay. Maybe. Team.
I mean,
I could whip it with my chain, and Lulan, you could pull it.
you could also
Yeah.
just katana over there.
Alex's face.
Sure, we could do that.
It is a
Well,
building, though.
Well, why do we want to whip it?
Whip it real good. I guess.
So you're on top of a gatehouse,
Yeah.
quite high up, about 60 meters. There is so you're higher roughly than where the statue is. But if you were to whip it, I'm not going to explain it. You guys work it out.
What the statue would. Oh,
It's a puzzle for you guys to figure out.
Well, at
I'm
least
the DM.
unless I misunderstood where it is, I thought, because you said it was like a pull situation, you could pull it over and then we walk across that onto the steps without having
No,
to do
no,
it
no.
over
So
the-
I meant because Ryan said push, and I was like, "There's no way of physically pushing it. You're more likely to be able to physically pull it. Not that you have to,
Right.
or should want to, but if, for example, you were to throw a whip at it, and then
swing.
swing down. Well,
But couldn't we
just-
just use
Like
Rhinos
Tarzan.
rope and
yeah, you could
pull
also
across?
zipline it.
yeah, let's do zipline. Fucking
How many
zipline.
rope arrows do you have?
Zipline's safer.
It's not specified.
Should have specified that, but we'll
Yeah,
roll.
you should have.
That's why
Well,
there's an
I-
inventory in the new PDFs, and it'll update.
I have Woodward bow. I have 2 moon arrows that I have explosive arrows, but I have not specified how many rope arrows we got.
All right. Well, we'll say you've got 5, so you've got 4 left.
3.
Cool. You got 2 left then.
Well, no. All right, after this.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Okay. I'll send the zipline.
Roll a dex.
Dex.
18.
The arrow whistles past, digs into where the statue is.
Can I tie the other end off?
Yeah, the dwarves like help you tie the other end this time.
Land this time.
And now
Of course.
you have a strength check as you go past on it.
20.
You easily make it over, dropping gently as you land on the marble steps.
Lulin's gonna pat Angel on the back. You next.
Oh, okay.
Strength
This,
test,
this should
Angel.
be easy. I've done climbing. 14. And
What's
my
your strength?
strength
That's to be 6.
is 6, actually.
Nice. Okay. So you.
Can I just say, like, Angel, you do have your knife and it is off cooldown.
He makes it anyway with this.
Okay.
He like shimmies across and lands. Like maybe Reiner, you catch him like a damsel.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think
And
break
then
out.
Lulan, strength.
Oh. Please be good. 9.
What's your strength?
7.
Lulan, your strength is 7.
Well, you've not let me update it. Like, you've not said anything. I've
Yeah,
not.
Lulan.
Dex.
Well, it
Lulan
has
would've-
in, the thing is, I have in brackets like 9, but no, not 9, 12, and I don't know why I have it in brackets. So I don't know if
Well,
that's the update.
that was the original. It would have been 7 out of 12. Now it's 7 out of 20.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
yeah. So, I mean, you would have gained an XP from your time in the desert, but it's still not enough, really, because you rolled a 7.
No, but I know it. I know it's out of 20 though, because my thing's changed. Because I've got 15 as in the max we can go is 15, but I have 12 for some reason. I don't know whether that's what my strength changes to when I.
Yes, that'll probably be it then, because you get
Yeah.
plus 4
Okay.
or something like that, plus 5.
So I level up from my thing abroad anyway, but I'm.
Yeah, but it's still not enough. Lulan begins to fall.
Can I do my own whip?
You'll each get 1 reaction as Lulan falls, since you're close colleagues at this point. So Lulan, we'll start with yours, just to see if you can rescue yourself.
Okay, I want to do blood
Remember,
whip.
you'll have a disadvantage here, so wisdom with a disadvantage.
For the love of God, please give me something good. 18.
That's a pass, but
No, but
Oh.
this is-
yeah, I know you had to pick the lowest. Sorry, you had to pick the lowest number.
Yeah, I was
roll.
gonna say. I was
Yeah,
like,
roll.
18's good, but that's if I had advantage.
Roll.
16.
Okay, you still pass. So your blood whips out, wraps around the statue. You swing now. Give a dex from Angel or Reiner. Both of you roll a dex. See who catches her.
Got a 6. So.
I got 11.
Technically, I would.
Angel catches Lulan as the blood disapparates or whatever, and you like kind of both of you bang into the main gate, which opens creepily.
We have to stop arriving at places like this, Lulan. Just a bungled mess together.
Grossed out, like, yeah.
As the gate
Me.
Just when
opens,
Caitlin turns around and is like, why is she in your...
Clara, I mean, as the gate opens, you see like a beautiful ornate hall that is somewhat destroyed and dilapidated, and there is this like monster like moving around, clicking, and it's this huge maggoty monster with like gawping. It looks a bit like Muck from Pokemon, but with like it's dragging its arms and with its legs, and it kind of like slowly turns as it sees the doors open. And as it begins to rush towards you, this earth wall like claps it and like shatters it into 1,000 tiny worms. And you see Clara on the other side of the earth wall, panting and breathing. And she spots you, Angel. She like rushes over, like stepping on the maggots as she does, and like kind of like ignores the fact you're holding Lulan and like wraps her arms around you.
Oh, it's like a triple hug.
Yeah.
This is uncomfortable. I'm gonna fight more to get out of it.
I'm gonna try and maintain the hug.
Clara also grabs Reiner and brings him into the hug.
Yeah.
No, not hug Clara.
You're safe. Thank goodness.
I should have done a different song for that one, but yeah, she's like, oh, it's so good to see you guys. There's fighting up ahead. We're attempting to hold the door Freya, Voltrim, and the others have entered the main keep. Between them is a courtyard. There are these beings that keep spawning out the ground. It's keeping the dwarfs away from Dundurin Winters away from being able to help us. Ash and Leaf are up ahead. I chased this one down. Something had pulled it towards the gate. Now I know it was you. She gives you like a big kiss.
Oh,
It's so good to see the three of you.
Thank you.
I think Freya is in trouble. Green fire is separating us. I can't get through the gate. Come. She's like dragging you, and like all three of you as she rushes her heels, backing along.
We've got the dwarfs. I guess, can you guys, I'll turn around, can you guys cover our rear? Just guard this area as an
is like
escape?
thumbs upping. There's more of these slugs are coming over the wall bit by bit.
Okay. I'm gonna head with her. I help Lulan up. Okay.
There are these beautiful like stained glass windows everywhere. Some are shattered, but as you like run through the courtyard, you eventually open up into this like garden space where there's clearly been signs of a battle, and all these maggoty creatures that like keep popping out the ground. You see Ash jump off like a tree, and he dives and lunges his swords into the floor, his two long swords, and like gravity seems to dispel for these worms that like these creatures that float up, and we're using wind. He then slices loads rapidly. Angel, he walks over like sheathing his long swords on his back. It's good to see you, friend. I haven't seen you since your before your promotion. He pats you on the back.
Oh really? I thought we met after I got promoted.
Did you? No, I don't think you did.
I feel like maybe we did. I don't know. It's just good to see anyone in the Robin family. I'll give him a hug even though I don't like him. I've been through it so much.
Now, you must help me. I'm trying to get to Freya. She needs my help, and Leaf comes out of nowhere and like punches him in the arm. Leaf is kind of bloody and dripping.
Alright.
Angel, he like kind of hugs you, and Lulan, Rhino, he hugs you both.
Why am I always last?
We get a moment's peace before the gates open once more. He like points at the floor of these like kind of look like locust holes from Gears of War.
Emergence holes.
Yeah. They keep coming until the book is closed. They'll just keep spawning, or until Mortarion is dead. But look, he points up some steps where there's this giant double door that leads to the Citadel room. There's a green wall of fire that separates it.
Do you know exactly where the book is?
Within that room, Clara says as she strides forwards, and the only way up is through that tiny window there. There's like a shattered stained glass window, like a little hole.
How did Freya and...
They went through the door, and then immediately a firewall emerged, separating us. We were supposed to clean up here and assist them, but we can't get through.
We tried climbing through the window.
Then more of these creatures spawn, and they immediately get back to fighting. It's kind of hard. My earth magic won't get us up that high. We lack the tools for this that haven't already been used.
Well, guess who has 3 rope arrows?
2.
Oh.
2 rope arrows.
Well, let's go then. Could I fire it?
As you begin to get close, you can hear the fighting from within, and like the shouts from Freya and Voltrim.
Oh shit.
But as you get close, your singed, your curse marks begin to burn, and the fire begins to dwindle before you.
Okay, hear me out. Maybe
I'm
he
just gonna
wants
walk up
us
the
to.
flame-
Maybe he
the
wants
flame
us to go
door.
in.
Sorry, say you both spoke at the same time. Say again.
I was gonna say I was gonna walk up to the flame door.
The door is heavy, but begins to part.
I didn't say I opened it, but
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The big door begins to part. The fire emerges behind you guys now, and cutting off Clara and the others once more.
I was standing with Clara.
Oh, okay. Well, the flame emerges behind Lulan as the door
gonna-
begins to open.
give everyone a salute. Like, see ya.
Can I do a little perception check about what's going on in the room?
It's hard to see with the fire in the way.
Fuck.
So can I do a perception check?
Hold on.
Well, we can't hear what
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
so
that's fine.
you might have to
still
No,
wait
say
but
I
Ryan
just-
level
can
level
hear
do.
me because he's got the earpiece in and he's less
Right.
than a mile away.
Good point.
Lulan, as you emerge down the up through the doors, you're greeted by this giant hulking knight in massive black armor wielding a mace, green fire burning between the gaps of his armor. His horned helmet with like green glowing eyes turns.
I'm gonna tell Ryan exactly what I'm seeing as I
He
walk
holds out
through.
his left hand, and this giant burning fist like engulfs you and rips you into the room. No, it rips you into the room. You take 1 wound.
Okay. Can I have told Ryan exactly what I was doing?
Yeah.
There's a giant hand heading towards me, and I'm going. Ah!
I've taken a wound.
So, there's a battle in there. Are you guys joining, or are you gonna stay outside?
If we join and these things follow, it'd be chaos. Mortarion is alone in there now. We know that much.
Okay. Do you need anything before we go in, or are you guys all set?
Ash comes over to you and like dusts off his long sword of maggot blood. I could do with an ale.
Can I
no
look at my
drinking on
bag,
the
see if I've
job.
got any like fucking whiskey
Leaf
or?
like grabs Reiner. Go and save Freya! And like begins to push you towards where the fire is.
Can I chuck some sort of like alcohol? Because of course I'll have a hit flask of some sort.
Yeah.
Can I
Ash
chuck
casts
all
it.
that? Yeah.
He's like, as you walk off, and he takes a heart. He's like, Leaf is like, do not forget the totem I gave you. Use it. As he like pushes you towards the fire.
Totem?
The eye.
You have a
Oh right, yeah, right, okay.
The
Does Eddie
fire
get let in?
dispels.
Yeah, oh yeah, Eddie's with me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Eddie can come in.
Is Hestia with me?
Because Eddie's not chosen.
No, Hestia is not under your cloak. Hestia is like swooping around and trying to find a way in.
By the way, Angel, there's a guy that we have to fight straight away, so we best be prepared.
I mean, you're not gonna like. Well, I know you're getting pushed away right now, but I think the fact that it's letting us in is maybe a bad thing, and we shouldn't actually go in there.
Well, we're not just gonna wait outside, are we?
Luna says, get your fucking asses in here!
These maggots start spawning and rushing at. These creatures start rushing at Angel. Clara whips one away and then like uses an earth hand to push another into a wall. Ash is like trying to drink from his hip flask because he's like sword fighting with one of them.
Fuck.
Well, I guess I'm gonna slowly start to walk in.
Mortarion has to die for these things to stop spawning.
Fuck,
Okay,
I don't want to
we're
leave
going.
you.
She grabs you and like lays this hot and passionate kiss upon your lips. Trust me, I'll be okay. And I'm sorry I smell of maggots.
It's okay.
Angel,
I smell
come on.
of disgusting slugs. Alright, that's all I needed. Ah! I'm gonna
The two
charge
of you
it.
rush through the door and again meet this giant metal behemoth with a huge mace. And that is where we have paused it.
No. It's only 10:36.
I know, but you're now ahead of the other group, so
Fuck.
they have to play for a little bit, and then you guys will emerge.
Every time. Well, I can't wait to carry on in 4 months.
No, this will
Did
be
we,
next week.
did we
now,
get further
with
ahead
everyone.
than you
Rude.
thought then?
No, kind of perfectly timed, to be honest. I was. Did we cover everything? Hold on. Yeah, we covered everything except that I did plan for some rope swinging moments. I tried to really throw that out there a couple of times, like Spider-Manning around, and then
I tried once.
well, no, you did it by accident. Actually, you're the only one who did successfully do it, except Lulan towards the end. And then I had the whole like Angel versus the swordsman with his Angel song playing, which is such a good song. But Lulan saw an end to that rather brutally.
So was he going to betray me pretty instantly?
No, yeah, originally it wasn't. I didn't plan for you guys to sneak up on them. So I
Right.
thought when Reiner fucked up, I was like, oh, this is perfect way to introduce him.
Well, do we even know his name?
Yeah, it was like Frankid or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh
it
no,
something
his name was
stupid.
Victor. I remember.
No, to the victor. That's right. That's your name now.
All right, Victor. Let's focus on the task at hand.
That's not my name.
Oh man, yeah, great session.
Oh yeah.
Just in
Good
time
time,
for
good
the
to be back.
yawns.
Yeah, I know. A big gym day today, but yeah, I'm excited because now in the next session we're all finally rendezvous. So they'll
The
probably
whole
play.
party's together as well. We've never had
Yeah.
the whole party.
Yeah, they'll probably be. I have had the whole party. Plus, oh, you mean plus the
No,
sides?
Yeah, plus the sides.
Yeah.
Oh, did they
Yeah.
all make it in, or is that spoiler? Or we don't know because they haven't got there.
We
yet?
did.
Yeah.
Lauren did. I don't know if the other two did they?
So Laura and Dan are in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
in
but
this room.
Tasha and
No. They haven't played for a long time. Those two. They'll be somewhere in the city. You could have bumped into Ben, and Big Rod, but you chose a different path.
I think they're both happy with their people kind of becoming background NPCs until whenever they're free, then they'll just hop in if their characters are there.
So ahead of you is this, the throne room where the big fight, the boss fight's happening.
Did that big horn guy look like the horn guy on our ship?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
This guy's huge. He's like 10 foot tall and massive.
They're all 10 foot tall, those fuckers.
does he have
massive
ankles?
Yeah, I mean he's a walking piece of metal basically. So.
Oh, the boy has ankles.
So something that Gwen would have seen. Boss fights have puzzles to them now. So.
Boss fights have always had puzzles to them.
That's true.
Yeah, true. Some has. Varys definitely did.
Yeah, destroy the ceiling.
It just took a dramatically long time for you guys to figure that one out.
No.
We were probably
Lula.
After Rhinus killed again.
No.
Yeah, and Lula
Think
lost
about
her
it
arm.
straight away.
But
And don't forget killing the mages in the Queen battle. You had to
Yeah,
kill
true.
Yeah.
the healers
True.
first.
And killing off
True.
her tentacles.
Yeah, true.
True. We've got the next session will probably play out for an hour, and then you guys, Chessie will already be there, but Gwen will be incapacitated or something, and
Die.
then you guys will join. So feel free to spectate that one because obviously it'll be quicker than me texting being like, "You're in."
Yeah. All right.
So some highlights. Should we do the highlights?
Yeah. What was
Yeah,
your...
what's been your favourite part of this episode?
I love that Max hasn't played Reiner for like quite a while, and immediately within 60 seconds did the biggest Reiner thing ever of firing a rope arrow, not tying the other end to anything, and being like, "This will carry my weight," and then just gravity kicking in. Reiner's biggest enemy is gravity.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
So that
a
was
good
a pretty
choice.
big highlight. The what's your name is a hell of a good throwback. Yeah, Bleaty arrival is pretty big,
yeah.
and all of you guys get petting Bleaty. That's
Oh
nice.
shit, we left Bleaty outside.
He can't
Please,
climb.
killing slugs.
Yeah,
Killing slugs.
He's probably... I don't know. I feel like he's safer out there. Did that giant slug look like these little slugs all formed into one giant man, or was that a different thing out of the lake?
It was out of the lake. It was like a wet, bloated monstrosity.
Okay.
I just referred to them as slugs because of the way they like stuck to the wall and moved.
Right, okay. I was thinking like Attack on Titan when that thing came out.
Attack on Titan.
Is that the right show?
What? Oh, the Titans that
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, the ones that attack.
Yeah, what bit? I
reminded
don't
me
remember
of
this.
that.
Oh, you mean
I
the
don't
Big
remember
King
stuff.
one? Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
it does look a
when
bit
they're all
like
like, "Ugh," and they walk around and do weird
Yeah.
faces.
that. Yeah, it does. It does look a bit like that.
Okay, fair.
That's finishing soon.
Yeah.
I only watched episode 1.
Well, it was finished last time, but
No, it's actually finishing now. Apparently, this time.
How's
it's pretty
Titan
good.
doing?
He's been attacked.
Shit.
It's
Sorry to
pretty
hear
good
that.
actually. A pretty good series.
Well,
I need
thank
to
you, Alex.
finish it.
That was a damn fine sesh, if I say so myself. And rolling for ourselves does actually
Yeah.
make it even more fun.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Yeah. Because then you have
Nice
to plan
also
for
to get
failure.
back into Lulan.
We rolled a lot of 20s tonight. I only rolled one.
I rolled
You rolled a couple of 4s though.
Yeah, a lot of 4s.
20 and a 4. You got that weighted dice.
Yeah.
You don't have. You don't have.
It's weighted
Laura's
to
dice,
just
though.
like give me a dramatic good or bad. There's no middles.
Yeah, there is no partial success. There is
Yeah.
dramatic success or dramatic fail.
Yeah. Exactly. I got a few 14s and 18s actually, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh, I did also like the arrival on Neose and your guys' reactions to it.
Oh, that dickhead.
Did you realise straight away when I said the spear went whistling past?
Yeah. I just didn't want to ruin the moment by going, saying something.
Just
Yeah.
Oh, shit, he's
didn't
not in the
see
eye
it.
like that. Oh, it's like Lulin's dragging you by your cloak. You're like, "No, he didn't see. He didn't see."
I guess that's a win in itself.
Yeah. Well, I like the idea of just Angel muttering under his breath, like, as he turns around and walks off.
Clearly something massive happened in another session that Freya's dead mum is fighting her dad while Neosei's helping them as a goodie.
Yeah.
And none of his
Yeah.
team are about.
Oh.
So
Well, his team might be about it. It might just be happening in the city.
yeah, you think they'd stick with him, wouldn't you? We could really use water go against the slug people. Against the fire. Just stamping it off.
Yeah, dampen them all out, yeah.
You could also use a Dravik, but...
Right, definitely don't want Dravik right now.
No.
That would cause a big old whoopsie doodle for you.
Yeah.
GG, guys. I'm going to hit the hay.
Alright.
But I'm excited for next session now, so I'm going to post that in and we'll aim. Let me just check my calendar. While you're all here, actually, that'll be easier.
I left my calendar in my office. Okay, downstairs.
Nice.
Oh, you mean your office at work? I was about to say, you've got...
What's next Wednesday looking like for you guys? Oh, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I want to do a drinking one. It's been a while. Although that'd be kind of good for the celebration, to be honest.
Yeah, drinking's better when we're fucking around rather than fighting for our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do next Wednesday.
Okay. I'm not sure.
I will have to find out if I've got
Yeah.
on Wednesday or Tuesday.
I'll put it in the group chat and we can work it out.
All right.
Night,
Sweet.
guys.
Thank you, mate.
Bye-bye.
In a bit. Bye.
Night, guys.